Hello and welcome. We are here on time, as always. No delays, nothing. Teriak is on his way, perhaps. And today we are doing a live stream on. Oh, wait, I need a better background. Let's do this one. Well, first, Damon, do you have any beef you want to discuss?
Yes, I do, Kat.
Excellent.
So I've heard that women take ages to get ready, but holy shit. 1 hour and 47 minutes late. Teriak's got an excuse.
What's his excuse? Because he's a man?
Because he streams 25 hours a day.
The math.
He has to break the law of physics and time to be able to do the amount of streaming he does. The guy was in a coma. He literally woke up about 10 minutes ago. What was your excuse? I got sick.
Yeah.
I vomited.
Yeah.
Nah, that's garbage.
These are real problems. These are real problems. Real world, horrible.
Maybe stop eating so many burritos, and you won't have that problem.
I don't know if that's true. I feel like my diet is good. I didn't sleep very well. So, yeah.
I'm still waiting for Teriak to join. When he joins, the beef will continue.
He says 2 minutes. His audio is effed.
Okay.
Let me say hurry. Anyway, so is there anything else we could talk about? Okay, so what's up, Glenn? Come on and hang out with us. Today we'll be talking about, God knows, I didn't prepare. What about you, Damon? Do you got anything you want to talk about?
Yes, I do. When Teriak gets here.
Before he comes. There's got to be something else. Oh,
right.
Yeah. So I wanted to do something on relationships first. Let me see. Let me send him so he can help us out here, because you're not really helping. You're just like, I don't talk unless Teriak is here, which is not super helpful. I don't know if you've noticed. What the heck?
I wanted to talk about Teriak's video.
Oh, he did something?
No, the video he gave us the link to last time.
Okay, what about it? What happened?
Did you watch it?
What was it about? I've seen many videos. What was this one about?
It was the conspiracy theories.
On what? I've seen many, so you have to be very specific.
UFOs.
And what did it say about UFOs?
Oh my God. If only you ever did your homework.
I was an A student, so I've done many things, including homework at a time.
How did you get that A? How did you earn it? Be honest.
I was very smart.
Yeah.
I've just left all that behind me. It was a lot of work to be smart, and I don't want to ever feel like I have to work that hard again. Do you feel me?
Well, you're sticking to your guns.
I know. I mean, I feel like that is a principle that I would like to stick to, because I feel like the harder you work does not equal. Oh, hello.
Yo.
Oh my gosh.
So you guys, I'm driving right now.
I could tell.
I just dropped Pearl off at her hotel, and I'm driving.
Are you doing anything with Pearl?
We stayed the night at Thor's house last night. Just hung out with Thor. Threw some axes today.
Nice.
Tomorrow we're gonna be on my buddy's radio show. And then she has to do a thing with Jubilee tomorrow before she flies out.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. Just, we were just hanging out with little sis.
Nice noise.
Terek's finally here.
Finally here. So Damon has some beef. Tara, can you hear us yet? Are you fixed?
It's I'm getting like infinite loops, so it literally sounds like I'm tripping balls.
Well,
Don't
we
worry,
don't
I
hear
got some
it.
marijuana here so I can trip balls as well.
Gosh, we don't need that. That's an inappropriate thing. We are a program for children.
Yeah,
Sure.
drug free is the way to be.
Yeah, so Terek, now that Kat's here, we can finish the beef that was supposed to have started earlier.
Okay.
We're nearly 2 hours late.
Mhm.
Women don't know how to get ready on time. So Terek, I think it's only fair that we get Kat all of the strikes today. Let's talk about how the Jews control everything. Let's talk about
No. No, this is my last chance, you guys. I'm
Wait a
trying to be
minute.
good.
Kat, you got strikes?
Yeah, because of them. Because of them.
Yeah. So we've been
What
on
happened
with
to
Jake.
like full ownership? What happened to
We've been on with
accountability?
Jake, and
I
Jake
wasn't
never got a
talking.
single strike. Jake
Which
drops
is-
the
which
N
is-
bomb 1,000 times
Which
in a
is
video.
wild. Which is
Gets
wild.
no.
That
So
is-
I told Jake the other day that we got Kat a strike, and he laughed his fucking soul out. He did not know how the fuck that happened.
I mean, I can't with you guys. Like, I literally wasn't paying attention. I was talking to Steven, and you guys kept fighting with each other. And you were mentioning you hit everything.
We never fought with each other.
Okay, whatever. Respectful disagreements then.
Glenn, we just spoke about what was going on in the UK, and that was enough to get a strike.
Well, you're not allowed to talk about that.
Damn. So you saying all the rioting and stuff? You guys can't talk about riots and.
Well, no, funnily enough, it wasn't that. We spoke about the Pope. We spoke about the rioting. We spoke about all of that stuff. And Kat basically told us that none of that shit really flagged up. None of the kind of Muslim invasion, that didn't flag anything. And as you know, Jake drops the N-bomb 1 million times per video. That didn't flag anything. But talk about how the Jews control shit.
Whoa. They don't. They're just very smart. It's not their fault. What are they supposed to do?
Well, it's their platform. They can control it how they like. I mean, it is YouTube after all. So,
man, you messing with the wrong people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Poor Kat.
Look.
Kat. She's gonna her child's gonna be gone by the end of the weekend.
I know. This is not fair because not only that, it's like I have Jews in my family. So I'm like adjacent.
So she knows how they can be.
Well, I would just say
with them personally.
Oh my God. They do not appreciate these types of jokes, but you know what? They make fun of me, so it's cool.
Well, we don't appreciate their funny little hats either, but you know.
I don't appreciate like you put down a line and then like they sniff up the whole line. You know what I'm saying? Like they got massive noses. You know?
Oh my gosh, stop! And besides, like Middle Easterns have big noses too.
Is it true that the little hats are made out of their foreskins?
Stop! You guys, I'm trying to be good. Meanwhile, I did write a song.
Because I thought that would be funny if it's true, because it's like you take it off one head and put it on another.
Stop.
Hey, you better stop. The Gestapo's gonna come looking for her like Anne Frank.
Okay, look. We're not doing that. We're gonna be good. I wrote a song.
Are you gonna start future videos on time?
No, I'm gonna do the best I
Then
can.
the jokes will continue.
Okay, whatever. Anyway, so I did write a song and I would like to premiere it. It is a cool. Now the music video part is cheese because I had to like just put together, you know, like that free copywritten free videos on the interwebs.
Because Jews don't like spending money.
Shut up. I'm an honorary Jew, so I do not like to spend money. And I'm trying to do like
just like a Jew.
I know. Like Tariq, why are you doing crack right now?
I'm not doing crack. But what's the crack? It's I finally fixed the issue where it literally sounded like an LSD trip. But yeah, I'm on to like conspiracy theory here that it's not actually the Jays that are running the world. It's actually like a group of women. You know what I'm saying? Bunch of pagan worshipping bitches.
Oh my gosh.
They Jews?
A couple of them might be, but apparently,
but mostly,
like I said, it's
oh gosh.
Look up the song. Came out in 2001 called "Murder on the Dance Floor." Right. Look at what she's doing in that video.
You know what? I'm too busy looking. Sophie Ellis Bextor was one of the hottest fucking women on the planet at the time.
Exactly.
And
No
and
idea.
I think she still looks the same, which probably, I don't know whose blood she's drinking, but it's working for her.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? Guess what's in the video? Golden shoes with red soles.
Ah, okay. She's like, what's that fucking woman's name? Jesus Christ, the girl who's in Underworld.
Kate Beckinsale.
Kate Beckinsale, yeah. She was like Kate Beckinsale's like hotter sister.
That's what I'm saying. Like they take all these, like whoever the hottest woman in the world is, and they turn him
Kat,
into
why
a
did you
mouthpiece.
kick him?
I didn't kick him. He kicked
Yeah,
himself.
you did.
No, he's back. See?
It's my service. I'm like driving through.
Okay.
No worries.
Yeah.
See, I already got someone that listened to my song. Thank you. See, and it's a great song.
It's Cat's like that song where it's like, "Is a little song I wrote, might not go, not for not, don't worry."
Okay, great. So, you guys ready to hear it, or you like want to like talk some more shit before we?
I just want to be happy.
Do we have to?
Yes.
Yeah, we can listen to it at the end.
Well, come on! I went through all this trouble to make a song.
It'll give people a reason to stick around.
This is simple crap.
No. It'll give people a reason to stick around. Like save it to the end.
Because you guys just want to like sign off right
don't
before.
Don't blow your load too soon, Kat.
Okay,
anyway. Got the perfect mixture.
You don't want to blow your load in the first 2 minutes.
Yeah.
But I'm very excited that I wrote my first song.
Yeah, but like you want to be like, I wrote my first song, guys, and we're going to listen to it. But first, a message from our sponsors. And then like you do like a 10-minute thing where Glenn's talking about like
sponsors.
Soap and washing his balls. And then Damon's like doing some shit about, we need to get the J's. Then I'm like, bro, it's Aphrodite. I'm telling you, it's Aphrodite.
Okay, I just wanted to say that I too have soap for sale. Yes, that's right.
Yeah, but yours doesn't have pheromones in it, and it doesn't like make girls want to bang you. So,
how did you get these pheromones? Did you rub the soaps on your balls first?
Yeah, they're my pheromones, and you know I'm like a chick magnet, so it works.
Well, okay, yeah, it doesn't have Glenn's ball sweat on it, so like this is not a selling point that I'm gonna have to use. I'm just gonna be like, sorry, you know, this is an alternative version. If you don't want chicks, if like let's say you have too many chicks coming at you, you just slow it down.
What guy ever complains about having too many chicks?
You know, a guy who's busy on his game has like, you know, a family to support. He doesn't need like randoms.
This is a shit ad, Kat.
I'm confused. I don't fuck with randoms.
Maybe one of those guys who's got like one of those psycho girlfriends.
Do you see how she's trying to paint me out to be? She's trying to paint me out to be some man whore. It's so rude.
No, but you could have one of those. You could have one of those psycho girlfriends where every time you walk past a girl, you're like, "Were you looking at her? Was she looking at you?" And like, she looks like she wants to stab you. So like, you want to use one of those like kind of anti-pheromone soaps, so that just no girls look at you, walk away, just so that your own girlfriend doesn't beat the shit out of you.
What?
No, you got to be careful if you end up wearing or bathing in cat soap, because you might attract a psycho girlfriend that wants to murder your neighbor. You know, just might be a thing.
Teriak, do you have a soap of your own?
Yeah, I used the Squatch stuff because it's cheaper.
I thought all Irishmen use Irish Springs.
Well, maybe he's going to be an entrepreneur and he's going to make his own soap that he like dunks his ball sweat in with Teriak pheromones. You just attract lesbians. I'm sorry, dude.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's the lesbians need some loving. You know what I'm saying? Like
They do.
they've been
They need to be
cast out by
converted.
society. This is the thing. This thing that like highly annoys me as well. Like with all these bitches that like clearly control their husbands, and then they'll look you dead in the eye and say, "Oh, I'm just so disadvantaged in this world." It's like, bitch, shut the fuck up. I mean, you have more rights than you've had ever before, and what you're doing is you're throwing pussy online. You know what I mean? Like let's put some clothes on these bitches. You know what I mean? Have some respect. You know what I'm saying? Not just for me, but for
That should
yourself
be
as
a
well.
new
You know what I
rap song. That should be a new rap song. Put some clothes on these bitches.
mean? Exactly, man.
You
You know what I'm saying?
gotta love modern liberal women. They're the only ones that can be like victims and cry about how the whole world is against them, the patriarchy, toxic masculinity, and misogynists, and the gender pay gap and all this shit. But at the same time, for some unknown reason, they believe they're empowered and strong queens. I love it. I don't know how you can be a hero and a victim at the same time, but they
The
somehow
But they
cognitive
manage.
somehow know
dissonance is
honest.
so
Yeah.
strong with them. The
Yeah,
cognitive dissonance is strong with them.
it's amazing. Oh god, they're a victim of everything.
Like listening to Kat, you'd swear that like she was like, you know, held at gunpoint just to put this like thing on. Because when we point out that the bitch is still eating, this is 3 streams in a row. She's eating on
I know.
stream. I just want to point that out
I
to
know.
everybody.
Think about
You
all
know?
of the little babies that she's doing blood sacrifices with so that she can eat that many burritos and also not be a fucking pig. Like I don't know
So
how she isn't just a rotund motherfucker back in that little room. How is there room for the aquarium behind her? Like you should fill up the whole camera with the amount you eat. What do you do?
and notice the fish died because they weren't able to get food, and look how much food the cat's eating. You know what I mean? I just want to point it out. I'm pointing out the facts.
Okay. Awesome. Well, thank you for that.
Believe in yourself wants to talk about your gravitational force, Cat.
I
How
have
big are you?
no idea what that even means.
It means that
He's
you're
saying
so
you're so
big you
fat
have
you
your
have
own
an orbit.
gravity. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Like there was this chick that we used to call Planet. I told you guys about it. And then whenever she would come in the room, we'd like shake all the objects on the desks. Well, the other girls would do it, and I would ask them why, and they're like, "Because she's a planet and
Oh, Kat would
gravitational."
never do that.
And
I
now
didn't
I love the way
know.
see
She
the way
just,
see
she
the way
just told
because
on herself. She just told on
exactly.
herself. She said, like, we used to shake, the other girls did. I wasn't part of the Mean Girls Club. Fuck that.
See,
Kat was the prom queen of the Mean Girls.
she was yeah,
it was her
Glenn,
idea.
you should watch the episode where we point out which mean girl Kat is. She doesn't agree, but she blatantly is that mean girl.
I'm not saying that I wasn't mean about other things. Nobody said that I was this nice person.
Kat is the one that kept trying to make fetch happen.
Shut up. I did have this girlfriend, and then whenever this one other girl that we didn't really know would walk by, she would bark, and I'd be like, "Why are you barking?" And then she'd be like, "Oh, because she looks like a Doberman Pinscher," and I'm trying to talk to her, and I'd be like, "I don't think that's nice," but like I didn't say anything about it, so I let it happen. So yeah,
Cool story, bro.
That needs more dragons and shit.
I
Anyway.
nearly said cool story, ho, but I thought that would be really mean.
I mean, at this point, I don't think so.
So I'm telling you, like, Kat was literally like the ringleader. She was literally one that's like that, like she was coming up with the ideas. She was like enforcing the belt. Like if any like, you know, like young woman wanted to like rebel and all that kind of shit, she squashed that beef. She's like literally destroyed a bitch's life. Yeah, high school is like a fucking adventure for women. Like
The one who
men
took
just get
guys'
along, you know.
phones and just did like revenge porn on girls.
How
Yep.
How would I do that? You want me
By
to
stealing
bang
the
them
guy's
and then
phone.
release it?
No, by stealing the guy's phone and just going through it and making it look like it was him who did it.
We didn't have phones back in the day, you guys.
Oh yeah,
You
sorry.
guys
I forgot
remember,
like
she
200.
was before the AOL, you know, dial-up discs for
Yeah.
internet. Like
Kat was
Okay,
born
fine,
before
like-
the pyramids were built.
she
Yeah.
was before pagers.
So you stole plate etchings and then you took it to like a newspaper and you made them print pictures of these women that other guys slept with.
Wow.
Like she would gossip in holographs.
She'd make bitches learn braille and shit. You know what I mean? Just so she could like.
She was gossiping in hieroglyphics.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
so
Like Kat's that level of like deception and shit like that. You know what I mean? Because like she'll like make a bitch learn Braille just so she can insult her. Do you know what I mean? But she'll just tell you about the first half where it's like, oh, I know Braille, and it's like, but like that's why I gotta ask the why. You know what I mean? Why, Kat? And then she'll be like, oh, because I insulted some bitch and some blind bitch. You know what I mean? Couldn't see me putting up the finger to her, so I was like, I had to think creatively. I was like, damn.
and the plot twist is she's even more evil than you ever imagined because she blinded the bitch at the beginning to begin with.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
Scratched
But
her
then
fucking
she
eyes
prayed
out.
for her afterwards.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Because she always has to have that kind of like that out card. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's
she's like,
tough
but
being
then
a
I
victim.
prayed for her,
You know?
because it was the Christian thing to do. After I threw bleach on her eyes.
Exactly. Because
Well.
like she was looking at Steven too much. You know what I'm saying? Like gotta quell that shit. You know what I'm saying? She is brutal. She's brutal. Help us, chat. SOS. This is an SOS, chat. We are
Like,
looking to be
where
saved.
is he at anyways? I need him to blink twice to see if he's still safe.
He's eating and playing video games or something.
Yeah, you guys, code word, he's buried in the backyard.
Yeah.
You think I have the upper body strength to dig a hole that big?
No, you made him dig it.
You
before
wanted
you
to go
put him in.
fight your neighbor. Yeah, I think you think you're that strong.
Mhm.
A couple scoops and then I would realize.
Fuck you, Kat.
What?
You're the type that'll make him.
Yeah.
You're the type that'll make him dig his own grave.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I could see that.
Okay.
Peace and peace for Steven, boys.
We done now?
I don't
That's a
know.
more entertaining trailer that leads into this whatever the fuck Cat's supposed to show us. The song? Is it a song?
So let's
I
talk
forgot
about
at this
now.
stage.
We're not gonna watch that music video. We'll watch that at the end. Nobody
Yeah.
cares, Kat.
What do
Yeah.
you mean nobody cares? It's cool. And I decided this is going to be my new career.
Those fish are
Right.
dead, Kat, and there's nothing bringing them back.
Okay. Great. Anyway, so like every show, I'm going to premiere a different music video.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So
I
you guys
mean,
need to what? You guys need to give
it's gonna
me
be awesome.
topic ideas because I'm trying to like make
Well,
songs.
we need to talk about this video. We need to talk about it. Glenn, do you believe in aliens?
Yes, I do.
You do.
I
Okay.
see them hopping our border all the fucking time in California.
Right.
A lot
Yeah.
of aliens out there.
Mhm.
So how about aliens from another planet, though?
No.
Okay. So Teriak showed us a video about a guy who, among other things, basically was talking about Area 51. Was it S2 as well? And
Different funny shit that just like happens to happen. You know what I'm saying?
and he had various theories on it. Similar to Bob Lazar. I don't know if you watched Bob Lazar.
Yeah.
Basically, my boy Bobby.
Yeah, see, like, I actually do, the longer I listen to him, I didn't at first, but the longer I listen to him and the more stuff I've read from Bob Lazar, I actually do believe Bob Lazar. I don't believe this guy, though, because there's a couple of little differences. But Teriak, what's your thoughts before we start talking about it?
Basically,
And
there's this
before you
thing
smoke too
known
much
as
weed.
no, like I said, that's why I need to set the mood. Do you know what I'm saying? Because there's been some shit. Do you know what I'm saying? Some shit about some shit. That like basically, if we were to talk about it like directly, that would get another strike. Like just it would just so happens and all that kind of shit. Do you know what I mean? Because right.
So are you
is
about
this-
to say that you think the aliens are Jews?
Whoa!
like
no.
I'll put
No.
it this way, right? I'll put it this way, right?
Jesus.
It's called like 0 point energy, right? Where it's like you're basically crossing the manifold where it's like you're putting you're putting less energy in than it actually produces. You know what I mean? Like you're getting to like those kind of levels of efficiency of energy transfer. So like when you think about
Which you
like
would
the
have
atomic
to-
bomb,
You'd
what
need
is
to
the
have
atomic
that
bomb
to
basically?
have- yeah, like the whole 0 point energy you'd need to have if you were able to achieve faster than light travel.
Yeah, You know what I mean? Like to actually like transfer different galaxies, all the shit. It's like that's basically the thing that would make, you know, like Star Wars, Star Trek, and all this shit a reality. You know what I mean? That is like basically being directly hidden. Because when you look at like what the atomic bomb is, that's just like basically like a splitting off an atom. Something like that's like so small, but it causes such a massive impact. So when you think about like the actual possibility, it's like that is theoretically a possibility. But it just so happens that we never discover it. And this guy points out like there's a lot of these like laws and like regulations in place where it's like you're not allowed to have solar above a 20% efficiency. If you do, then it's an illegal product. You're not allowed to sell it.
And it's
And
like
like
how they
different laws and all this kind of shit.
Tesla created a car that could basically run off a single battery forever, basically. So like the capacitance on that battery basically was immeasurable. Kind of either it kept siphoning energy, or it was just very efficient in how it was functioning. Yeah. So like, and you also had the early light bulbs that were created. Those early filament light bulbs would never burn out. The filament never burnt out. It just carried on illuminating, and then they had to create light bulbs that would burn out eventually, so that people would buy more. Same as Sony basically and Apple creating electronic products that will break down eventually.
Where's the aliens and all this?
Well, so the guy that Terak was talking about, Terak, what's his name again?
Bro, I haven't a clue. They got the name though. It's like if you want to keep going.
Yeah. So this guy, unlike Bob Lazar, he claimed that he's spoken to several government guys from several different
Stephen
three-letter
Greer.
agencies. Yeah, Dr. Greer. So he claimed that these ships were alien craft. That a lot of the craft that have been cited, the famous craft from the Gimbal video, and a lot of the ones that are along the coast, coastal areas of America that have been cited over the past, well, the videos that were declassified recently, those ones that had come out, he was claiming that most of those are US craft that were kind of built off of reverse engineering the alien craft, but he said that the alien craft are also real, and that they've been test flying the alien craft that had crashed. Now, that's the bit that Bob Lazar kind of disagrees with lately. Lately, he kind of seems to think that they're not alien craft. And one of the things that Bob Lazar spoke about was that I think when he was shown some of the craft, I think he mentioned that he saw 5 in a hangar, and that some of those alien craft actually had an American flag on them. And he said that the earliest alien craft that they found, they dug out, it was excavated from an archaeological site that was thousands of years old. And not only him, but other people seem to think, and I think that it makes the most sense if you listen to how he speaks about how these crafts seem to fly, seem to operate, is that those alien craft that are crashing, or that crashed in 47 in Nevada, are actually us from the future. It's future tech that has traveled through time as well as space, and then crashed on Earth. So it's our own equipment from the future, which would also explain why those aliens aren't actually attacking us, and they're just observing.
Oh, I've seen this in the movie Star Wars, or Star Trek. Captain Picard went back, ran into the old Spock.
Yeah.
That's what this is about. This is just a Star Trek movie.
Well, no, that's a theory that's actually been around for a long time, since before Star Trek. So, like, after the 1947 crash, there was like this big fascination with UFOs and shit throughout the 50s. And people even then theorize, like, what if it's us from the future? Because they realized that the only way that you could actually accomplish faster than light travel is if you're not actually traveling across distances faster than light, but you're actually hopping through dimensional portals. And the only way that you'd be able to do that is if you actually bent space-time using gravity drives, like through gravity manipulation. So you're actually bending space in on itself, and then you're passing through a short distance, and it appears as though you pass through a longer distance at faster than the speed of light, but you're actually not. Because if you're actually accelerating, the faster you accelerate, the more your mass increases, but your mass increases at a faster rate than what your acceleration does. So before you hit the speed of light, you would actually reach infinite mass, which is why you wouldn't be able to move infinite mass no matter how much power you put behind it. So that's why people have theorized that faster than light travel in that sense is impossible. But if you had, the way Bob Lazar describes it, a kind of gravity envelope around you, then you could achieve something which is like how people describe 0-point energy, which Teriak was talking about. So Bob Lazar basically explains that these alien ships, they're not moving by any kind of propulsion system. What they're actually doing is that they're manipulating gravity around themselves, and they're literally falling. But because when you manipulate gravity, time is also going to be distorted as well, which is why they look like they're traveling at ridiculously fast speeds and changing directions without losing any of that speed. Like, it looks like crazy movements because they're not actually moving that quick. It's just from the external observer, they appear to be moving that quickly. So crazy shit, but really interesting.
So you're telling me our future selves created this technology. They do all this amazing shit, but they couldn't stop feminism?
Well, if you look at some of those aliens, they don't seem to have genitals, apparently. So, and maybe they either
Goddamn
lost
Ken
the war
dolls.
against feminism, maybe they lost the war against feminism, or maybe both genders got wiped out. Or as some people think, maybe those aliens aren't actually beings at all. Maybe they're kind of like they're avatars for people. Maybe like they realized that humans couldn't actually travel in those ships, so they created those things. Like, some people think that those things are actually biological machines.
So we picked the most ugly biological machines to ever create to travel in.
Well, maybe though, if you think about it, if you were going to travel back into the past to observe your past selves and maybe give a warning or try to kind of possibly share some kind of technology, if you're trying to do something like that, we all know that the whole thing about time travel is you're not allowed to meet your past self, or your past self isn't allowed to meet your future self. So maybe we deliberately did it to make them think it was aliens rather than letting them know that it was us from the future.
Now, out of all the people you know, how many of people you know actually obey the rules? Because I'll tell you right now, I know I'd break that rule. I'll tell my past self, future self, whatever, all the secrets in person.
Well, I don't know.
I mean, we can't even get people to obey speed limits, let alone you think they're going to just not tell their past self what they should do?
I think there's definitely people who have done that. I think there's definitely people who told their past selves shit. I think the people in power are doing that as we speak.
Oh, yeah, no, I totally believe Biden has been an alien for a while. So just be under Obama's ticket. You'll be president one day. Okay.
But like, think about how stupid it is that like he is president. This motherfucker cannot walk up a flight of stairs level of functionality, and he is dictating policy. Like, come on. Like, at
How
what
more?
stage are we gonna call a spade a spade? Do you know what I mean?
Let's
This
ask.
I
shit
think
is.
we all got the MIB flashy thingy done to us, and we don't know how he became president.
I think that he accidentally did that shit to himself a million times.
I think so too. That's why he, like, when he was debating, he forgot everything.
But look, Glenn's American. Glenn's a man. Glenn's a manly man. So let's ask Glenn this: how emasculated can the most powerful man in the world look, where everybody's already talking about Kamala like she's the president? Everybody's already talking about Kamala like she's the hottest thing. She's the main thing in the Democrat Party right now. And he's probably too fucking dumb and weak and forgetful to even say, hang on a second, guys, I'm still president.
Actually,
He never has been president.
I think
It's been that bitch.
exactly. He hasn't been president this whole time. He doesn't. He still calls himself vice president, according to Obama.
Yeah. He called
literally
her
shits
president
himself.
as well. He called her president as well.
Yeah,
That's
so
the
he
funny
doesn't
thing.
even know what he is. He's like, what am I? Vice president. I'm still vice president, right? I'm still vice president.
Ice cream. Let's go for ice cream. Right.
Oh, look at girl's hair. Let me sniff it.
Well, that's what I was about to say, Glenn. Do you remember a while back, like about 2 years ago, they actually told him he got like apparently seriously sat down and lectured by his team.
He got scolded to not stop
He
sniffing little
can't-
girls' hair.
Yeah, and he was told he can't sniff little girls' hair anymore. He can't pose with little girls. He can't touch them. He can't hug them. He can't sniff them. And I'm thinking to myself, that's why he started becoming so senile. Because before that, he was at least functioning a little bit. But then they denied him that, so he's not allowed to sniff their soul essence anymore. So
You know what? That makes so much sense.
Yeah, it was after that warning that the dementia really became aggressive.
And then with every sniff he would take of little girls' hair, they end up having Benjamin Button disease.
Yeah, yeah. But since he wasn't allowed to do it, like those
That's why he's been
anymore.
slipping and tripping and falling.
The dog
because he doesn't have the youthful herbal essence smell anymore.
Yeah, he needs that. He needs to be snorting children's souls if he's going to function.
Yeah.
Man, if we haven't gotten a strike,
and Hillary Clinton can't let that happen. Hillary's like, look, you old bastard, all these children's souls are mine. Look what I did to Haiti. I will do it to America too.
She looks like what is it, the mentors or whatever the fuck, the things that like were on the prison guards. Like, she has a face like that where it's like she sucks souls. Yeah. JK tried to warn us. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the we have to look at. Like, they drain your essence, you know. And Hillary has like a whole gapy hole and all that kind of shit. I buy into that shit. You know what I mean? It'd be like throwing a sausage down a highway.
I don't think that Hillary does that herself. I mean, she couldn't even suck her own husband's dick, let alone a child's soul.
Well, she was too busy sucking children's souls. That's why she had Monica doing the rest.
But what wasn't that bitch's name, Lewinsky? I'm just saying.
It wasn't spinach dip. Oh God! See, UFOs.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass on the UFO thing, but everything else I'm with.
Well, I'm going to do a little bit of homework here. I was prepared and I've got it here somewhere, so I'm just going to find this link.
Oh no!
Because what do you mean? Oh no! Kat, we're keeping you in business.
Okay.
Let's make that. Oh yes.
And you know what, Kat? Us talking about UFOs, we haven't talked about Jews for the last 10 minutes.
Thank God.
Exactly. And another thing as well, it's like if this was just Kat, this would be like, okay, let's talk about whores. This one time, this whore, and it's just like Kat, like We don't buy the victim card, okay? Do you know what I
This
mean? It's
poor
like you
friend of
clearly
mine, this
orchestrated
poor
this
friend of
story and you're
mine,
just trying to brag to this bitch. Do you know what I mean? That's why
Glenn.
us guys are here to provide actual stories. Do you know what I mean? Like to think and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Glenn, did you hear about Kat's friend who's got teeth in her vagina?
What the hell?
Cat
She was
has
fucking this dude in
friends.
the shower. She was fucking this dude in the shower. She slipped, and inadvertently her cunt bit down on his cock and just ripped the whole foreskin off of it.
Yep.
What? I wrote a song about that.
Beautiful.
Here's a little song I wrote. Might not know.
It's called the Venus flytrap. Her Venus
The
fly
Venus
snatch.
flytrap.
It's her Venus fly snatch.
His foreskin went off.
Oh god.
That's what I'm saying. Like I think that Cat is like an underground or underring like prostitute thing. Do you know what I mean? Like she's
What
literally
the
like in
heck?
like prostitute ring.
Oh
shit.
yeah, no,
I'm
no.
telling
I
you.
totally think Cat's a madam. I think Cat's a
Yeah.
madam, like low key. She's pimping out hoes left and right, and she is always talking about how much she hates them. That's to cover her real, business is the hoeing.
No,
So
she's a madam of fish, if anything.
Okay, that's nice. Well, I don't know.
Those fish starve to death. And she just
They do
eats in
not
front of
starve.
them as well. It's like it's the psychopathy of it is what twists, you know what I'm saying? She ate in front of those dying fish. And like you knew they were in the fish tank. They were like, man, this bitch, she's there eating these burritos and we're fucking starving her to death, man. She gave him the Irish treatment as well. That's why the only reason why I'm on this show. Just so again she can send messages to bitches. You know what I'm saying? Crazy.
What? Anyways, let's make a topic because I don't know if aliens I'm prepared for today. Unless we're gonna say aliens are demons, in which yes, I do agree.
Stephen, what do you think about 0 point energy? That's what I'm saying. There's a main message here.
What?
Look, we're the same intelligence level here. We don't understand.
I'm heard that.
Oh,
term
so
before.
now
I've
she's
not
speaking
looked
for
into
him.
it.
You see that? She speaks for him now. That means she's
Yes.
controlling him. Blink
Her
twice if
tentacle
you
is
need
up
us to
my.
save you. Blink twice if you need a rescue mission.
No.
I'm having a twitch right now.
Oh my gosh.
Don't worry. We are coming to rescue you.
Please don't Oh, great. Yeah, demons.
Okay, so back to thinking of a topic.
Thinking of a topic?
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring this back on track now.
Okay.
So I just need to okay, so I just need to find out the name of this city. I've got the links here. Just give me a moment.
Oh, very nice.
What?
Disturbing. Did she start the car too?
I think that was a metaphorical question. Yeah, like this is what I'm saying. It's like we provided like a very kind of like long story, but like there's a beautiful array of topics. I think, especially the way that Damon was explaining it, and then Kat's like, "Oh, let's try to."
Can we just
focus on
first
horse."
talk about hoes? Because like I can talk about hoes. I'm not
course
And
you wanna
prepared.
talk
and she
about
blames
your
us that she gets a
employees.
strike.
Who is your
Well,
number one
okay.
employee? Okay, who's your number one employee? What's her name?
Teriak.
Candace?
Yes. Yes.
Well, we were talking about aliens and aliens linked to all of this, right?
How?
Kat doesn't want
Okay.
us-
How can we
okay.
connect aliens to horse?
Well, look,
Aliens gotta fuck someone.
two things that
And it's in
there's
the
two
ass.
things.
Yeah.
There's one thing that we want to talk about. We wanted to talk about Jews. Kat doesn't want us to. Kat
No.
wants to talk about whores. But
Yes.
you've got UFOs and you've got UFOs as well. So both of those
No.
things. Yeah, you've got Jew aliens and you've
In
got ho aliens.
the whole galaxy. They're
Far, far away.
Kat wants
whole
to talk
galaxy.
about UFOs.
The whole wide galaxy.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
What? Is there a
Hoes are
hoe
the final
union? Yes.
frontier.
Yeah, okay. Let me chat GPT this real quick. This is terrible.
Oh God.
No. This is gonna work. It always
You've
does.
stooped to this level.
Because I want to talk about my song and they just want to like talk about stuff I am unprepared for.
Have
You're
you
a
ever
woman.
actually
You're
been
always
prepared?
unprepared.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we get blamed for her, and she's like, "Oh, I want to talk about whores," and it's like, what are we doing here? You know what I mean? Trying to provide like technologies like 0 point energy and shit. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. We could solve the energy crisis.
How? I am not an
Because
engineer.
firstly, civilization always comes down to energy, and second of all, everything's always a fucking crisis nowadays. You know what I'm saying?
And look, we shouldn't be talking about hoes just gives them a platform. Why are you
I'm
platforming
platforming
hoes?
other hoes.
Why are you
They
platforming hoes?
It's the oldest profession. We got to bring it back.
It's here. It never left.
Yeah, thanks to your 1-800 escort service
Okay.
called Cats Kittens.
Do you know my website used to, it was one letter off from a corn site. It was terrible. But eventually they went out of business, probably when the more famous ones happened.
Oh.
No, don't say anything out loud about that stuff. I know what you're going to do.
No, I was going to talk about something else.
Okay, what?
But I don't think you want me to talk about
okay,
that.
Then.
Steven, you got to fight against this suppression, Johnson. You got to be the rebel.
You got to fight against that level of feminism, okay? Don't let that feminist run your house. You speak what you want to say.
You get me that strike.
I'm thinking
Finish the job.
I don't know if it'd be a good idea to say just
to tell me.
You want to see other people.
No, stop.
You should probably put it on mute. And then...
Did everybody just get muted?
Nah, I'm with you, bro. Don't let these bitches keep you down. You know what I mean? You gotta fight for your right. You know what I'm saying?
You're a man. Say it with your chest, loud and proud.
Imagine if we just saw her start stabbing him now on camera.
Okay, what?
Nothing.
I was right.
No. Yeah.
Bad subject.
That's a strike. So we're moving on. This is why, because he doesn't know how the internet works.
To me, like, I was like, no, I decided not to. It's a bad idea.
Oh gosh.
That means it was the best idea.
I mean, for after, yes. Like when we switch to Rumble, he can talk about what he wants to talk about, but not right now.
Ooh.
No.
We're supposed to give him the truth.
Are we?
Yeah, hit him with the little ghetto gospel. Do you not just do your readings?
What?
Do you want to read from the Gen Z Bible?
Oh my gosh, get the Gen Z Bible.
Okay, let's go.
Teriak loves the Bible.
Oh God, no! We've got Glenn here. Don't offend Glenn.
Glenn loves the Bible. It's so cute. So, anyways,
what kind of blasphemy are you guys talking about now?
There's a Gen Z Bible, so I bought it.
Well, okay, look. Before we start talking about that shit, this is what I was going to talk about.
You bought a Gen Z Bible, like
yeah, it's like basically no, it's translated.
Like part of the greatest generation.
Shut up! Oh my God, I'm not Gen Z, but like I thought it would be funny.
And then we have to translate it back into our
language. Like what's a good section of the Bible that we can?
The one with the foreskins.
I don't know
Proverbs.
What that is.
Was that the foreskin one with
okay, look, I'm just
reading Songs of Solomon.
I don't know how to find anything.
Really? You're gonna go Songs of Solomon? There's no more raunchy.
Okay, I don't know how to find anything. There's no index.
That's the best part of the Bible. It's like the softcore porn section.
Okay, we don't
It
need that.
is.
That's a
Yeah,
little.
it
That's a
is.
little inappropriate.
It's after Psalm.
It's in the Bible. It's all appropriate.
I mean,
they did
okay.
murder
Whoa, whoa,
a
whoa,
whole
whoa,
bunch
whoa,
of
whoa.
people, and I wanted to cut a baby in half.
Okay,
What about that one?
No,
Yeah, that one's a good story. This is the baby getting cut in half story.
it's not organized like a regular Bible.
Maybe that was the first ever red shoes chase.
That's what I'm saying. That's where they break their ankles.
Wait a minute. This might be more
No.
alien
No.
related. So
No.
Armageddon, Revelation.
I don't.
Which
I don't
way
know
did
where
they
that
cut it
is.
in half?
At the
Which
very
way did
end.
they do?
It's like the end.
But Stephen, which way did they cut it in half?
No. I don't think they were going to.
Ah,
It wasn't a
well, what way
happen.
were they going to cut it in half?
They didn't specify.
Okay.
There was no, as I recall, no specificity. It's been a long time since I've read.
Hey, look,
the
this
Bible.
one is about you, Piggies.
Says the girl. who
Is that
just
the one?
used very,
Oh,
very
is
nice
when I get stoned in the Bible?
Is that you?
Yeah.
That's where
I
you
get
were named
stoned.
after a dude that got stoned?
Yes.
Teriak would like that.
Wait, what kind of stone here? Is it the good kind or the bad kind?
Like I got rocked. I got clocked. I got smashed. I was smashing. I got smashed.
Okay, enough. Okay, read this one. You have a decent voice.
I have a decent voice. Oh,
You
thank
sound like a radio person.
Where do you want me to read from?
Read your section. It's just
take my
from
stupid
no.
glasses
Thank
You
you.
have to read it like an old radio person.
Read it like an anchor man.
I'm just gonna read it. Stephen,
Like-
the
No.
powerhouse.
Don't read it like that. Read it seriously, like you're telling the news.
I am.
This is a news
I'm
program.
very serious right now.
Okay.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Then there's Stephen. Dude was lit with grace and power, doing mind-blowing stuff left and right.
Oh,
But some
God.
synagogue
All right,
guys
all right.
got all salty and tried to throw down in a debate.
What?
Spoiler, they got wrecked. No,
No.
not
Not one.
ones
I'll
to
read
take.
it. I'll read it.
No,
I'll read
really.
it.
No. I was like, that's not a sentence. Not ones to take.
You have to do it like a
I.
Gen Z.
Not one to take L gracefully. How much?
Do you know what an L is?
I don't care. They went full soap opera, hiring some guys to trash talk Stephen, saying he dissed Moses and God. They got the crowd and the big shots riled up, dragged Stephen to the court, and even brought in some fake news crew to say Stephen was talking smack about the temple and Moses. Everyone in court couldn't help but notice Stephen's face was glowing like he just swiped right on an angel.
What the heck? It's so crazy. This is
Wait
crazy.
a minute. Is that for real?
Yes.
That is?
Yes.
You just send me that shit? Because I want that shit now.
The Gen Z Bible. It's on Amazon. This is totally worth it. Anyways.
Do they have it in Audible? Like
That would be
I
hilarious.
want to do the voiceover for their Audible.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do one verse. It says,
It sounds like it should be read by a gay dude.
Oh, we
It
can do
sounds like
that.
okay,
Yes,
do
we
it in your
can.
greatest game.
All right, let's
He
go,
swiped
baby.
right on an angel.
When haters hate, do that section.
When haters hate, feeling the hate, that's just because you're with me. Mm-hmm. You're not from around here. I handpicked you, so the world's gonna be salty. Remember, they threw shade at
Is
me
that
first.
grooming? Are you talking about grooming? I handpicked you?
Yes.
They'll come at you because they don't get who sent me. They're clues about Pops and me. What the
This is
hell?
Pops and me.
What
Is
are they
this
going
Jesus
at? I
talking?
Pops and me? What did Pops do?
Okay. Hate on me. They're hating on Pops. They've seen the awesomeness and still choose to hate. It's like they're fulfilling their own burn book. Hate me for no reason. Mic drop. What the heck is this? This is so ridiculous. but hilarious.
There might be some
Is there
translation errors.
Is there anything more narcissistic that you can expect from a generation other than them rewriting a Bible?
Yeah, it's true. You don't
Well,
want to read our Bible?
Can you blame them? Their mothers wrote the feminist Bible. So
Is that a real thing?
yes, it's called the Woman's Bible.
Huh?
This is for real?
We're going full Ash mode, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're
Yeah, the Woman's Bible. Look it up.
Okay, so our homework is we're gonna no, actually I don't really care enough to do that.
But that Bible needs
There we go.
Look, I'm impressed women
Gone.
did anything.
Well, this is a perfect example, and it's why women fail at everything, because they don't support each other. It's the same as we're going to form a women's basketball team, but no women are going to go and watch them play. We're going to like anything that women do, no.
Okay,
So this
I
is
wanted
why
to
the
talk
women's
about
Bible is going to cost 17% less than the men's Bible. So
It's on sale too. Buy one, get one free.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's talk about the myth of women supporting women, because that
let's
is
not.
something interesting.
Let's
Yes.
not. Let's get back on
Come
track.
on. No,
Let's get back on track.
to what?
Okay, to this.
0 point
right?
energy.
We were talking earlier on about 0 point energy. We were talking about UFOs. We were also talking about the potential of those UFOs being us from the future, which meant that they would time travel. So here's the thing. There is an ancient city in India, which was 10 miles west of Jodhpur, right? Now, scientists who investigated found out that it was irradiated, basically. So when they did these digs across many, many areas across this one particular city, they found out that there was a particular layer that they dug down to, which dates back to about 8 to 12,000 years, which was completely irradiated. And it looks like there was an atomic blast that happened, which destroyed most of the buildings there and which left this radioactive layer of ash, and which basically glassed the earth there, the sand there. Now, that doesn't happen naturally. It's not like it was like a lava layer, molten rock, or anything like that. It was just irradiated. Now, if you look at the several holy texts that they had, one of them, Oppenheimer was apparently inspired or very, very fascinated with the Bhagavad Gita, which he said kind of in some ways, not directly, but inspired the creation of the nuclear bomb. And he obviously, most people know that quote of "Now I am death, destroyer of worlds," which he cited from the Bhagavad Gita. But there's an ancient text called the Mahabharata as well. Now, if you look at the Mahabharata, it's revered in Hindu. I'm not exactly sure how old it is, but it's Sanskrit and another language as well. I can't remember now, but it's one of the most revered Hindu texts. If you look at the Mahabharata, there's a lot of crazy shit in it that's like not in a bad way, but like incredibly fascinating. There's weapons described that weren't going to exist for many, many, many years, like centuries later. They describe gods, or they describe celestial beings that are fighting in the sky, that are riding chariots of fire and metal, like, and they said that like that they were destroying things, destroying other objects and temples and other things like that. And what they describe, if you actually read it, sounds like rockets. And they describe other weapons which sound like rocket-propelled grenades, machine guns, things like that, which this is the days where people were thinking that the most advanced thing they had was a bow and arrow. And they're describing insane shit that wasn't going to exist for thousands of years. And one of the most incredible things that it actually describes is it actually describes a nuclear explosion. It describes exactly what a mushroom cloud after a nuclear explosion would look like. So it describes this pillar of smoke and light that comes out. And as this pillar goes up, it describes these circles of smoke that radiate out from it, concentric circles that go up more and more and more, like domed with an arch, like a mushroom cloud. It literally describes a nuclear explosion. And as Teriak mentioned earlier on, if you want to create a nuclear explosion, like, yes, we've got these radioactive materials that are buried under the surface of the earth, but like those aren't going to accidentally just blow up on their own. You have to create a weapon that's going to be able to create a blast like that. It isn't a naturally occurring thing. But the Mahabharata describes it, and it describes it very clearly. And if you look further into it, it also describes what happened after this war, and it describes what happened to people who lived on that land. And it describes the exact symptoms of radiation sickness. It says that the people who lived on that land afterwards, who survived the initial blast, it talks about them as if they were cursed, like this land was condemned, cursed somehow. And even the people who didn't die as a result of that war or as a result of that blast, that they died later on. And so it says, like, one of the verses in the Mahabharata says, a single projectile charged with all the power in the universe, an incandescent column of smoke and flame as bright as 10,000 suns, rose in all its splendor. It was an unknown weapon, an iron thunderbolt. Now, an iron thunderbolt sounds like a fucking rocket, but it says an iron thunderbolt, a gigantic messenger of death, which reduced to ashes an entire race. The corpses were so burned as to be unrecognizable. And then when it talks later on about the people there, it says their hair and their nails fell out. Pottery broke without any apparent cause, and the birds turned white. After a few hours, all foodstuffs were infected. And to escape from this fire, the soldiers threw themselves into the river. If you try to imagine how somebody can describe seeing something like that in a book that everybody, it's not like somebody just faked this book and said, oh, this book is thousands of years old. Like, there's no way that people would be able to like write these accounts of people fighting in the sky using weapons like this. It's insane shit to think that, like, we know about this. This has been in a religious text that is important to an entire faith. And if you read that stuff, and if you then imagine that it's not that long ago that Oppenheimer first created the nuclear bomb and we saw the first mushroom cloud. Imagine thinking, yeah, we've been reading about this shit. This book in our faith has described this shit long before, and like now we can see it. Now we've finally seen what that would have looked like. This shit was prophecy. Like, people did come. People had these weapons before, and people saw it and people wrote about it.
I believe it. I think that we go through cycles where like they destroy everything and it starts all over again. We lose the technology and we regain it back over and over, and like certain amounts of people like hoard that knowledge.
Yeah, like think about the burning of Alexandria. Why would
Yeah.
they do such a thing?
They didn't. They kept it. They hid it. I believe that they hid it. Why would they burn it? They took that information. They wanted to hide it from everyone else, and then they destroyed it.
Well, look at the more advanced you become. One of the biggest problems with societies becoming more and more advanced is when you go through the early stages of building your society, which actually requires hard work, graft, sweat, tears, all of that stuff that you go through. Once you've built up the foundations of that society, you then want to perfect it. Now, perfecting it is easier. It doesn't require as much effort as it does at the beginning when you're building it all up. And then the subsequent generations have got an easier and an easier and an easier job once that society reaches true greatness. Once it does reach true greatness, what are your next steps? Your next steps, the only work you need to invest in is the pleasure side of things. Okay? Nobody wants to build a society and the first thing they say is, let's create a museum. Let's create works of art. No, that shit comes later, right? So the entertainment comes later. And then you want to make things comfortable for yourselves. You want to create a comfortable life after you've got all of the hard work out of the way. Then comes the rest. And then every subsequent generation is privileged by inheriting all of the shit that came as a result of the hard work of those before. And then all as they've got to do is think up new ways of having fun and relaxing. And convenience is their job. They need to craft new ways of making life convenient for people. Okay, we have food. Okay, you've got microwaves. You don't even need to wait for that food to be cooked properly. Okay, now we're going to find a way of basically getting somebody to deliver that food already cooked to your door, you lazy fucking fat ass. That's the next stop. So we've reached that peak laziness. We've got Deliveroo, we've got Uber Eats, we've got all of that shit. The next step is going to be, we're going to send a slave to your house who's going to feed that fucking pizza to your mouth. You just have to sit there with your mouth open, and somebody else is going to do that bit of hard work for you. Like, what comes next? What comes next? We're going to hire somebody to go to your house and fuck your wife for you. Like, that's literally the only thing that's left to do. The one thing that you should enjoy doing, somebody else can do that shit for you as well. But that is when societies crumble. And when these societies collapse, if it does collapse, if it comes to war, nobody's going to remember us. Why? Because part of that convenience is we don't want to print shit anymore. We're not going to have physical copies and books. That takes effort. That takes resources. Yeah, everything's going to be digital. If there's a war and everything's digital, that shit goes instantly. You have a nuke, that magnetizing radiation, like all digital shit's gone. Nobody's going to remember what happened over this last bit of history. Brick and mortar buildings, that shit stands, but we're building everything in glass and metal. That shit's going to melt. That stuff's going to be gone. None of the modern convenient shit that we think is so good, so new, so great is going to last.
What do I have to? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Everybody's looking at me.
What, do I have to do stuff? This is my channel. Why do I have to do stuff?
No, but yeah, I think that it's going to happen again. But I think that some people are planning for it to happen again. Like, why are they building these underground bunkers? They're trying to like do it better this time. They're trying to be more prepared this time. So like, and maybe they've had underground bunkers many times before, hundreds of times. They've redone this over and over.
They're called caves.
Oh yeah, there's that. They found entire cities underground.
What about the one in Russia that had like these? It was flat all the way down, and it had this huge, like ginormous cavern. It was definitely cut by something. If you look it up, I don't know where in Russia. Russia's pretty large.
There's a bunch.
No, but there's one that they were talking about recently.
There's lots of places in America with entire cities underground, like massive cities underground. There's like places. There was that. Was it AMC, the car company that made a car that was just like a failure? So nobody was buying it. So there's like, apparently one of these cities has got like, I think 12,000 of these cars just parked in there, just sitting around because nobody wanted to buy it. And they didn't want it to take like floor space in factories and shit. So they just buried it in one of those underground cities.
I haven't heard about that, but
I'll check it out.
Have you heard about like they found like Egyptian style artifacts in America, and they've actually found more mummies here than in Egypt? And they've just covered that up, and that's why we can't go to like the Grand Canyon area, and most of it's like
because it's going to destroy the myth that the Native Americans were the first people. So I actually know there was somebody else.
Yeah, I don't know.
Why is there so many pyramids? It's like it's exact same technologies being used or being deployed, and they can't explain why or how they're able to construct all these. Like If it was just ancient Egypt, then you could explain, okay, just concentrate in that whole area.
Yeah,
But
but why are there like at least 3 major cultures that live on different that lived on different parts of the planet long before they had a way of traveling and meeting each other, that are also separated by centuries, that all started building pyramids? Why did they all get the idea to build that particular thing when they never met each other? They never kind of traveled to those other lands, and they didn't even exist within the same time period, but they were building pyramids. And if you actually do your homework, one of the things that academia doesn't want you to know, if you listen to people like who was it, Graham Hancock, who was saying that when they were actually speaking to those people who maintained studying that culture and those languages, when they were asking them about it, the earliest people who interacted with those civilizations were saying that they didn't build those temples, that somebody else built them, that they inherited them from the people who came before. And when they did start building temples of their own, they said that other people showed them how to do it. It wasn't their idea. And who were those people? Academia doesn't want to talk about that. They pretend like we don't know.
Yeah, because they don't want to give white people credit.
Exactly. It's white erasure, Glenn.
Telling you, they're hating on the whites.
Do you guys want to know the 9th largest pyramid in the world?
Are you going to say Steve's cock?
Shut up!
No, that's
no,
an
no.
obelisk. Different.
Oh my God.
That was the mushroom cloud that they were talking about.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
No,
yeah.
no. That's cat after
The
she
the iron missile. Yes.
What? No, the 9th largest pyramid in the world is a Bass Pro Shops in Memphis, Tennessee.
Well, I mean, they like the fish.
But
What?
like, okay, what was it built for? Was it a stadium?
It's a mega store. It's a Bass Pro Shop.
But why a pyramid? What was?
I don't know.
His head?
I don't know.
A bullet?
I don't know.
Because that's what they're saying. The way the Great Pyramid in Egypt is set up, it's like this stuff that like Nikola Tesla theorized again with the like what you kind of like call 0-point energy, where it's like you could set up these buildings and you'd have like wireless energy just being pumped out, and then you can just like that's why they had like particular like the anchor or some shit like that. That's like theorized that's like be able to tap into it with that, and then you basically it's like anytime you tap it, you just like resonate all this free energy.
So do you think that there was
those underground cities? It was 1973 Ford Mavericks were one of them. There was other cars as well. There was AMC cars and other things. But those underground cities are called subtropolises. So if you Google up subtropolis, you'll see a bunch of these massive underground cities. And you can even see maps where you see the cities above, and it will show you how massive these things are that are underground them. So you'll see like the underground, how much space these things fucking take up. And they've got massive amounts of cars parked under there. Cars seem to be the main thing they dump under there.
you're not.
I'm sure also toxic waste.
Oh yeah.
I would
There's that
assume.
too.
Well, I mean, but like, what does?
Yo,
why
I'm
would?
almost home, so I'll hop back on when I get on my computer.
No worries. See ya.
Right.
See you, Glenn?
This is not a good view. How do I fix it?
Oh no.
There we go. Okay, so why do you guys think that they want to cover this up so much? Why won't they just tell us? Especially since a lot of people are figuring this stuff out and like they're coming up with these ideas and everything, and people are like trying to believe it more, regular people, but they won't just come out and say, yeah, history is older, or there was people living in America, or yeah, there was more mummies in America than in Egypt, blah, blah, blah.
there ain't no money in a cure. There's only money in a treatment. You get what I'm saying?
I mean,
Metaphorically speaking.
Were cattle
they don't want to tell the slaves the true history.
Well, then knowledge is power. If you know what's happening, and if you know how societies are going to react, if you've got evidence of what's going to happen each time you put people in a certain position, and if you know how they're going to react, number one, if that's public knowledge, then they're going to know what you're doing before you're doing it. And number two, if they don't know, but you know what the next step in the plan should be for you to kind of acquire power or maintain power. I mean, look at what our leaders are doing to us today. It's the same shit that's been happening in society previously. It's no different to what the Caesars and the others were doing to the people. Like, look at all of these examples in history. Oh, let them eat cake, give them games and blood, and that's all that we're having today. Like, people are constantly being kind of placated with just being drip fed stupid entertainment and fucking drama. I mean, just look, like, we're living in a day and age where people are celebrating 2 men beating the shit out of women and giving them medals for it. And we're talking about that, and we're talking about some idiot who can't break dance, rather than actually talking about what's seriously going on, like genuine problematic shit. Anytime there's a big thing, a major event, we're getting distracted with stupid crap. Like, Trump nearly got assassinated. 3 days later, none of the papers were talking about it. None of the people on TV were talking about it. And everyone was talking about other stupid shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's distraction. And distraction works. It worked in the past. It worked all the time. You had famine. You had plagues. You had people who literally had to sacrifice their children so that, like, other children could be fed. Like, you had people who had like 5, 6 kids, and they knew that only 1 or 2 would survive, and they had to pick which ones would be let to die. And what did they all do? They gathered around to sit around and watch chariot races and watch people, like some barbarians, beat the shit out of other barbarians in an arena. That's always going to work, and history shows it. So imagine all the other shit that they haven't told us that they know, which is being used against us to control.
Okay. So, all of this is, I believe all of that is true, right? We're just the slave class. They're just trying to control us. They don't care about us, right? Like, every now and then, maybe like a slave rises to power, prominence, but they keep you under their thumb, so you can't get too powerful, can't get too much. And there's the whole thing about, like, there's,
Yes.
11 families that run like the world, and they're like
Yes,
more
the
important
government lies to you. Yes, this is the main concept. Like, these motherfuckers are lying, so it's like,
Okay,
there's like, yeah,
but
we'll
so
tell them
what?
this.
What are we gonna do? As the slave class, what is the point of worrying about it if we have no control?
Because, for example, right, if everyone, like, basically banded together and was like, fuck it, we're not voting this next time round, how do they elect a president?
But the same way they did it last time. They don't care about what we say. It's an
this is what I'm
illusion.
saying.
We know what they should do, but we can't say it on YouTube.
Yes, let's not. But
Look at every other country that has taken out a system of power and installed a new one, and look at how that happened.
But it's always
Right?
fake. It's always fake.
So in the UK,
we think that the people are doing it, but they're artificial movements controlled by them.
Hang on a second. Teriak will remember this because it didn't happen that long ago, right? But in the UK, when we had to bail out our banks, none of the public wanted to do it, but our government did it anyway, and the banks got bailed out. Okay? There was a video that was going around at the time of something that happened, I believe, I might be wrong, in Iceland. Maybe I'm wrong, but it was a country that had a similar problem where people lost their money, the banks needed to be bailed out, And the government was going to basically take taxpayer money, let the people foot the bill for it, and give the money to the banks and bail them out. Now, this video started circulating of what those people did, and they went to their parliament. They pulled out all of the leaders, and they beat the ever-loving shit out of them. And they had a skip. There was a big skip with garbage and all kinds of other shit in it. And they took these people and they threw them into the bins. They literally, there's video footage of these people who are, there was a guy who was all bloodied and had his tie pulled around him like a noose. And they literally picked him up and they threw him into the bin. And they were doing this with all people. There was men and women being pulled out of this building. And you just see hundreds of people just swarming, overwhelming them with numbers. And the police didn't do shit. Why? Because number one, the police probably thought they've got more numbers than us. We don't stand a chance. We just need to stand here and not piss them off. Same as what happened in the UK in central London with the Muslim March. Or the other thing was that they probably thought, fuck them. We don't want to pay either. We're taxpayers. We're the ones. Why should we be defending these idiots? So one of those two things happened. Now, whenever those videos got uploaded to Facebook, to YouTube, and everywhere else, it got taken down in minutes. But people kept sharing it, and it kept getting taken down. Why? Because they don't want people to know we should do this. They did it, and it worked. But they pulled out their parliament, and they installed their own government. And they decided, we're not going to bail you fuckers out. So that's the kind of knowledge that you have to contain. Because if people see that that can be done, they're going to realize that they can do that. And the same thing happened after fake elections in other countries. People decided, we don't agree with this. And even if it was a legitimate vote and the majority voted for this guy, we're happy to go out there and see if our numbers genuinely are smaller than their numbers. And we're going to find out on the streets. And if you have got the legitimately larger numbers, then you can just pull that guy out of that little room and say, no, fuck you, bye-bye. We're going to put somebody in here that we think deserves to be there. Now, what am I saying that's not true? And what am I saying that's wrong?
We'll find out when we get the next strike. We'll find
exactly. We should know. We should know. Because if this is misinformation, how is it that it keeps happening in other countries that don't have media that's bought and paid for by a corrupt government?
All media is propaganda. All of it.
Yeah. But the thing is
there's
that
not one country that doesn't have that.
No, but the thing is that you might have certain governments that are corrupt, that like to pretend that they're not, and that have got all of these measures of control over people, systems of control, systems of censorship, systems of canceling you and depersoning you. And then at the same time, that country is going to say, we are the land of the free. And you're going to think that your media is a fair and free media. And you're going to think that you've got this thing called freedom of the press. And you might think that what you're listening to and what you're being told makes sense and is true. And if somebody says, no, what you're doing is misinformation, and then they tell you, let's go and fact check it, who are the fact checkers? The fact checkers are bought and paid for by the same fucking people that own the media corporations. This is exactly like another example that I can think of, but call me crazy. It's almost like, let's say somebody like, for example, hypothetically, the FBI investigating somebody, let's say hypothetically, the fucking
there
FBI.
Goes the strike.
I mean, look.
But what did I say?
FIB, call them the FIB, man.
No. Let's not. Okay. It's not about that. The truth doesn't matter. You have to understand. It doesn't matter. You do not have your own.
So like Tate there. So like Andrew Tate. American accent. The truth doesn't matter. English no T.
Okay. I think this is a great time to play my song.
Thank you. Yes. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself fact checked me and what I said was true. So
Oh,
if
well, I mean, then he's obviously this is a legitimate fact check, so we should not get straight for this.
you shouldn't. But look, no, I'm sorry. We know that the FBI investigated the FBI.
Also, please remember,
FIB, man, call him FIB, and then it's like, legally speaking, Your Honor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're just talking about a game.
I said hypothetically. Context matters, does it not? If context doesn't matter,
no,
then...
context doesn't matter. No, none of that
right,
matters.
okay, so definitely
Nothing
not landed
matters.
a free then. Definitely not landed a free then.
I told you, there's no such thing as a land of the free. That's
Man, 20
gaslighting.
months.
Oh my god. So, are we ready to listen to my cool song? And then
nobody cares.
But it has to do with what you're talking about, so it makes sense.
It's fun.
It's
fun.
cute. It's
cute.
cute.
It's fun.
It's cute. Okay.
That's cute.
It's not using her voice if that's what you're really like worried about. I mean,
I
would be too.
What was that? He's what?
She's not using her voice. She's not the one singing. If that's what you're worried about, because I was as well when she said, I'm going to make a song. I went, oh, really? You're gonna?
I'm not that bad at singing.
No, actually, she is pretty good. She has a very loud voice.
Tara, can I know how to sing?
Oh, do you all? Can you guys do the next song?
Okay, let's just freestyle something right now, Tariq. Go on.
I'm Mr. Ronry.
I need somebody.
And we need to get Alex on. You know what I mean?
Ronry.
So I'm saying, like, the streets need to speak.
Oh my god. Okay, so we ready?
Yeah, let's just get this over with.
Sweet. All right. Is it on? Yes, bitches.
How long is this? I want to know if I got time to go for a toilet break.
You don't. It's a second long. You have to listen to this because we will be discussing the song after. It only makes sense that you stay here.
You don't understand. His prostate,
prepare yourselves.
Grapefruit and is pressing on his bladder.
Pee after.
Whatever you need to do, chat. You gotta
do. This is not the time for anyone to take a pee break. This is an event. Anyways, here we go.
It's a premiere.
Okay. Also, before I play it, just remember, like, I only could use free videos. Free.
She's already making excuses.
Okay, whatever.
Already making excuses.
Okay. Enough.
That's what I'm saying. Why are we here?
Souls we walk upon the prints of your search results. By morning, the truth will be gone.
It's not playing?
No.
I can hear it.
Oh, you can hear it?
No,
I could just see an Asian girl with glasses.
No, can you hear it?
I could hear it, yeah.
Okay, I think it's playing on our big speakers and not our headset. That's why we like freaked out. Okay.
You want to start from the beginning?
What the heck?
Follow us into the unknown.
Here we go. Let's go right back.
I love well-prepared stuff.
Follow us into the unknown. You won't be the same afterward. You'll be shown. Put on your red shoes. You won't find it's on the news. It's all run by the whether you know who's aliens or really demons. There's not just one, they're legion. Just use your own discernment. We won't be getting beyond the firmament. Who runs our world? Let's pull back the curtains. Is it the Illuminati or bloodlines of the Anunnaki? Follow us into the unknown. You won't be the same afterward. You'll be shown. Put on your red shoes. You won't find this on the news. That's just there to make you confused. Resist the slave mind. We're running out of time. Open up your eyes. Time to stop being blind. Let's look behind the lies. Put on your red shoes. There's too much to lose. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Our bloodlines are on the line. Have you no spine? Put on your red shoes. We're not selling our souls to these assholes. they want to reduce is you and everyone you love. Stop acting like you have no clue. Pretending won't save you. Put on your red shoes. Let's put an end to this ruse. We're not selling our souls to these assholes. To these assholes. The carbon they want to reduce is you and everyone you love. Stop acting like you have no clue. Pretending won't save you. Put on your red shoes. Let's put an end to this ruse. We're not selling our souls to these assholes.
It was beautiful.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I like the main message, like the whole kind of like God rebel against this shit. But yeah, Smoking Guru is kind of like, you know, he's going straight for the bluntness. I'm trying to be as delicate as possible here. I like the main message, but like, Kat, like, you're the one that's censoring us. Like, this is what what I don't understand. It's like this plausible deniability. You know what I mean?
Do you know what? I liked it. It was good. It was nice. It was cool. I don't understand. Like, there's something that doesn't make sense in it, but I won't go into that. But no, it was cool.
No. What is it?
Well, we know what the red shoes are, so why is it like put on the red shoes? Because we know what the red shoes is about. So it's like,
that is a callback to our series on conspiracies.
Okay. All right. But here's the other thing. That there was one line that really hit hard. I liked it. Was that the carbon they want to reduce is you.
Yeah.
That was cool. That was really cool. I like that. That was good. But if we get a strike for this episode, it's because of that song.
No.
It's not because anything me and Teriak said.
Oh, no. They should tell me the exact second when you guys say something.
Nah, that is because of the song. The strike is because of the song.
Well, like we like that, but the main message is there. You know what I'm saying? It's just we gotta hold her to that standard. You know what I mean, because she's the one who's censoring us. She's like, no, you can't talk about this, but it's like, Kat, it's the truth.
It's not me. It's the platform.
If Kat does get a second strike, we have to be on our best behavior.
Mm-hmm.
You're waiting for the second strike?
No, because it's how long is it? Is it there for like 3 months or something? How long is it?
90 days. Yeah.
90 days. Okay. Maybe we're going to stream on Teriak's channel for a while. We're going to behave.
Destroy his channel.
No.
Yes. What I don't understand is how he can restream it and not get anything. This is
He'll blame it on you.
Discrimination.
Blame it on the boogie.
This is racism at its finest.
It's because you're a woman, Kat.
Yeah. I got male privilege. Why don't you understand here, Kat?
Women.
You're the one that said it, not me, Kat. You know what I'm saying? I just want to be clear for the transcriptor or whoever's going to be inevitably transcribing this shit. Like, it's there in the text, Your Honor, or your future, Your Honor. Kat facilitated all this shit. He basically has us at gunpoint. You know what I mean?
Anyways, so that was my first song. My next one, I think I'm going to do a country song.
Oh, Jesus.
Here's a little song I wrote.
That's not country.
That's not country.
Hey, it's country to me,
so
bro.
not country.
It's a different country.
It's a completely different country.
You could do it in Jamaican.
Do a country song about a guy just singing like about how his dog died, his wife left him, so he just decided to cut the ankles on some little kids and go hunting.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So the next song, you remember that song where that like Hick wrote, like about like Epstein's Island or something?
Nope.
You don't know that song?
You
I've
really
been-
want to get a strike.
I know. Shut up. Yeah, Rich.
It's Disney's Island. We'll call it that.
Whatever, it's the
That's what
same
it is
thing,
now.
actually. Anyways,
bought it.
Richmond, north of Richmond, I think. Richmond, north of Richmond. Something
Oh,
like that.
that.
Yeah, that was a
was
tune,
that-
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I want to do one better.
Better.
I wanna
I have
like
not been working all day.
I've not been working all day.
Living on my husband's pay. I don't know what to do with it.
What?
This life is shit. And my fish are gay.
Yeah, I want to speak up for these fish, man. Like I said, it's we can't be
Steve's gonna be the one.
promoting that
Steve's
kind
gonna
of
be the one
message.
doing the song.
That fish is an asshole. I'll tell you, it eats other fish.
Yeah,
That's why he's
yeah.
alone.
Yeah. It's,
Then
He
why
is
are you
his
in
keeping
own
a
it
fault.
cage of his own doing.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
My
It's like,
wife
why are you
does
keeping it
nothing
around?
but eat fucking burritos.
Oh my god, Steven can do his own song. So he
Yeah.
can do one about like, my wife just eats burritos and talks online with other internet trolls all day.
She doesn't
We
have a
wanna
real
give
job,
the
but
people
you can't
truth.
even prepare for that.
Yeah.
She
Did-
works from home, but she's still late.
Write this down, Piggy. This is good.
She works from home, but still, where's the paper? Somewhere?
She steals other people's material and relies on ChatGPT.
Hey, look, I didn't use Chat GPT for
No,
that song.
She wrote it.
I wrote it, and I wrote it very quickly.
Who sung it?
It doesn't matter.
AI.
ChatGPT.
Okay, whatever. But look, I consider it like I am the puppet master, and they're just like this like little AI puppets.
Cool.
With their
What
hands
did you
shoved
use
up
for
their ass.
But anyways, the important part is I get to do my favorite part, which is write hilarious stuff.
Cool.
Yeah. So we're gonna. I didn't really mean it, but since it's here,
No.
Okay, so-
you need to have ideas.
right? Steven, you should write like all your grievances, and we'll do a blues song about like how I'm annoying or something to you. So just like make a list of like all like the things I do, and then I will go and take it and make it rhyme at the end, and then we'll present it.
Oh, look, you know what? Okay, so one of the greatest video game series of all time were the Batman Arkham games. And at the end of one of the Arkham games, there's a song that's sung by the Joker. And it's that song Only You, right? And it's the Joker singing it to Batman. Like, and it's so fucked up, but Mark Hamill does the voice acting for the Joker. And it's so fucking awesome. And when he sings that song, it's incredible because it's so creepy and fucked up. Now, at the time I said, that motherfucker should just do an album of music that he's just doing cover songs in the voice of the Joker. And unfortunately, nowadays, we know that Mark Hamill's a complete fucking liberal lunatic and he's an absolute piece of shit. But he wanted to have his grandchild aborted. What a piece of shit! Just because he didn't want to fucking pay money to the woman that his kid got knocked up. So yeah, the guy's a piece of shit. But I still think it would be brilliant if you could just use AI to copy that Joker voice and just release the music just to piss off Mark Hamill even more. Just sing a bunch of pro-Trump shit in his voice. It would drive him nuts. It'd be amazing.
Okay, I don't have access to like AI that mimics other people's voices.
Oh, I can do a pretty good Joker impersonation.
Okay, so that's going to be your job. So this week we're all making our own music.
No.
Yes. Okay. It's going to be, we'll have a concert.
Oh, it's gonna be horrible.
Yeah, so everybody
Here's
comes
a
up with their
little
own.
song I wrote.
It's so
Might
sad
not
seeing.
know, not for not.
I was just gonna say it's so sad to see so many great fucking actors and people coming out just exposing themselves as just gigantic pieces of shit.
I don't think anyone can get fame without being one first. They have
Dude.
to have something on you.
I loved Jeff Bridges as a fucking actor. I loved True Grit. I loved The Big Lebowski, obviously.
Mhm.
And when that guy was like, I'm a dude and I'm a dude for Kamala Harris, I was like, go fucking die, man. Why did God let you live this long to ruin your fucking reputation?
Hey, man.
What a, oh, God, it's so lame. I'm a dude for Kamala. Why? Did you just wake up one day and decide you wanted to be a fucking retard? And you like seeing a country go down the toilet?
Like,
She must be good. She must be good. Look how far she came in life. On her fucking back.
or knees, whichever.
Yeah.
Anyways, did you hear Candace Owens? No, this is
See, this is what I'm saying. Kat says she wants to talk about the horrors,
No.
but when we bring up the horrors, then all of a sudden she wants us the next topic. You know what I'm saying? Just a bit when we're about to uncover some real shit. You know what I'm saying?
wait.
That's
No,
what's
no.
keeping us down.
Did you guys watch the Candace Owens episodes where she interviews Tate and then another one with Tristan Tate?
Oh, Teriak, I forgot to say, she allegedly got to where she is by sucking huge amounts of cock.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
No, allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly. She's allegedly a whore.
Allegedly.
Who?
Allegedly.
Who are we talking about now?
Kamala Harris.
She's
Allegedly.
Oh my god,
whore.
allegedly? I don't know.
Yeah.
She was in a throuple with, I think it was Denzel Washington or something.
What?
No,
Yeah.
but then there was that other black judge, Supreme Court judge or whoever, whose dick she was sucking, and
Okay,
Oh.
let's not be
yeah,
so
allegedly,
dramatic.
allegedly, she's
Allegedly stuffed
allegedly a
like the
tramp.
Christmas turkey.
Allegedly everything we say. Yes,
Yeah,
allegedly everything we say.
Allegedly, she's a stupid retard who only got to where she is by being a
I
whore.
swear you said just to make Kat uncomfortable.
Allegedly, she was glazed like a honey nut donut. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh, with Montel Williams.
Allegedly.
Whatever. Allegedly.
Come on,
Bukaki
Plead the
Lama
fifth.
Harris.
That's
Oh my god. Stop. Anyways, so that's it. All you
No,
got
no,
is
She's a
3
whore,
things.
allegedly.
no, I don't.
Sorry.
No, it's
Okay, we got for Steven's country song, Wife Can't Cook. Don't you dare write that, Steven!
Wife can't cook.
inappropriate.
Come on, Steven.
He wrote the
What
good
did
things
you-
I could do, but we're not talking about those, especially in public.
The- and don't forget, she's seemingly always on her period, which is why she's never prepared
Yeah.
every week.
Like, I'm not on my period. What are you talking about? Okay.
So she just admitted she's completely unprepared, had no issue accepting that part of it. She was like, yeah, I'm always unprepared. This is what I'm saying. Is like, we need to set structure because like we're men. That's what we do. We order the world. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, man?
Okay.
Okay, let's just
so-
do it like, let's just wing it then, I guess.
No, we're not winging it. I wanted to.
the wing.
I
has been
asked her.
broken.
I said last week, can you just pretend like you care about this? Just pretend. Pretend like you're invested.
I'm invested. I just spent $10 a month to make you guys songs.
Yeah.
That's an
That's
investment.
nice.
An investment in being a source of entertainment. And that song is gonna go viral. I think it's gonna be like the next big like American anthem. You know, I just need like an American flag to be in the background.
We can
I
make
don't know.
that
I'm pretty
happen.
sure they desecrated that flag enough. I don't know if we want to like add this to that. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like when like Steve Jobs is like putting himself right next to like Gandhi. It's like, really, Steve. That's what we're going with.
I mean, at this
Well-
point, I don't believe like even Gandhi is like whatever they say he is. I feel like I don't trust anything anymore. Is
I
that
don't
black
trust-
pilled?
I don't want to trust the guy who goes out in public wearing his kind of bed sheets wrapped
Yeah.
around. I don't know. To me, that looks like somebody who was banging someone's wife and had to run away quickly.
Pretty much.
Hello to the chat. People in chat are saying hi. Charlotte, hi. And there was legendary CEO earlier.
Yes, yes. So, what were we talking about?
You
I
know,
forgot.
the cat just does not give a fuck.
That's what I'm saying. That's what we were talking about.
Of not caring anymore.
No, that side was like she wished she had if she had a burrito right now, she'd like literally be kind of going out there and she'd be like, I have no issue with this. Yeah, like she'd be feigning interest in the conversation. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Shout out
fine.
to Fredo
I'm gonna
again.
read you
Oh,
something
fucking
from
hell,
the
it's getting worse.
Maybe this
Let me
one
play
might
my
be
song.
No,
Now
no,
I'm
no,
gonna read
no,
to you.
no.
infectious diseases of the
They know
female
about that
genital
book.
tract.
Whenever they talk about being skanks,
Wasn't
I
it you
refer
that
to
said
the-
about doing some
what?
You cut out.
She'll come back.
So
eating
you were
food
saying
on
infectious.
camera?
Huh?
Yes, that we're eating food on camera. Yes,
Yes.
that's what we do. Yes.
That's how Kat adds the conversation. She gets the was it ASMR freaks? You know what I'm saying? I listen to like the you know what I mean?
And then Teriak goes and gets a burnt steak.
Yeah,
Used-
wait, hey, hang on.
It was a burnt
second.
offering.
Technically, for reference,
Technically?
sear is burnt. You know what I'm saying? You want that nice
no,
crisp.
Maillard
You also
reaction
want
is not charred reaction.
what? No. Like, and second of all, I'm on the mince now. I'm paying, yeah, like about £4.50 for like, was it almost 2.5 pounds of ground beef? And that's good shit. That's good savings. You know what I'm
£4.50
saying?
for 2.5. Man, that is cheap.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Where are you getting it from? The horse farm down the street?
Man, no, like Tesco. Gotta give a shout out to a good deal. You know what I'm saying? Kat, sorry, you're gonna read some cult
Don't
shit
knock
basically
horse
that
meat.
you want us to
Don't knock
do.
horse meat.
Yeah.
A lot of bodybuilders back in the day were eating horse meat.
It's supposed to be pretty good for you.
It's
Actually,
good. It's good.
I think do they still eat it in France?
None of this matters.
I know they do.
I'm gonna
in
read
Japan.
up-
We had a supermarket that was selling horse meat as beef, right? And it got released in the press, and everyone's like, "Oh God, they sell." I'm like, why didn't they just announce it as horse meat? That's even better.
and
like-
more expensive.
Yeah,
I would think.
Tesco. Every little helps.
Every little helps. You know
Oh,
what I'm
it's
saying?
for the tiny people. Every little helps. They got the little tiny people working for them. You
Okay.
look down on them like,
Gotta protect
"Hello."
me, Lucky Charms.
All right, so I would like to read you a story about greed from the Bible. Okay, in the Gen Z tone of voice.
Oh, fuck's sake.
A dude's like, "Yo, Jesus, make my bro share his inheritance." Jesus like, "Man, who made me Judge Judy?" Then hits him with a story. Rich guy hoards his wealth, plans to retire early, but God like, "Game over, dude. Who's gonna spend your stash now?" Moral of the story: hoarding treasure for yourself doesn't make you rich in God's eyes.
She said it literally in her voice.
Thanks for adding to the conversation. Jess, you were saying like the whole kind of more. I like the whole kind of like let's explain the moral thing, but it's like you gotta like give them a story that they with a contradiction, and then they have to unravel the contradiction through it that way. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm
Gen
a
Z is
classical,
the
you know what I'm saying?
TikTok generation. You cannot give them more than like 5 sentences at a time. They can't handle that type of stuff. This is probably the best way to get through to them.
Can you
Short
imagine
Wait,
if
you calling them
Jesus
retarded?
came? Can you imagine if Jesus came to the world today and he realized the best way to reach the masses was via TikTok? And Jesus has got his own TikTok channel. It's like,
oh my god, I have an idea.
Oh,
TikTok
no.
Jesus. You guys, we make an AI of Jesus and then he reads from this Bible, right? Yes, Jess is into it. That's why she left.
I'm out.
Yes, I'm getting the fuck away from these people.
Jesus will be like, hey guys, just want to show you a little life hack of how to turn water into wine. Yeah. Like, fuck off. No.
What about TikTok Satan?
No, we already have that. It's every other channel. That's pretty much everything on TikTok.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they're like all these women like fought for all this like independence and all this shit, and it's like all they're doing is taking their clothes off. That's not me saying this, people. I'm just saying what the market's saying. Do you know what I'm saying?
Ooh, I made like a really good tweet. I may have stolen it from someone, but I'm gonna claim it as my own.
Chat GPT.
Because even
No.
think about like financially, like the richest women in the world are like literally like the reason why they are rich is because they divorced a rich guy.
Yeah, there's a few that
You know
are
what I mean?
starting to get up there on their own, but like I don't think money is like your standard of a successful person. I would be more like who has
That's
the
because
best
you're poor,
lineage.
Yeah.
I would say a long lineage, a long successful lineage. That is success to me. So like if your kids hate you or your kids are stupid or your kids are annoying and not, successful or competent.
So you're
and your
saying that like
grandkids-
true wealth is like if you come from a lineage of wealthy people.
Yes, and that is why they have wars because it
And
stops
that is why
lineage.
slavery is good, because
No.
otherwise you wouldn't have rich people today.
No,
Because
no,
the
no.
truly wealthy all own slaves.
Yeah,
No.
Or serfs,
Okay.
like in Iran.
Anyway, so this is my quote. Lust mimics love, pride mimics joy, sin mimics freedom, Satan mimics God. So sin mimics freedom is why women think that taking their clothes off makes them free. Boom.
This is what I'm saying. We got to stop these bitches. You know what I'm saying? I'm about the was it descriptions? Is it or proscriptions? One of the descriptions. What I'm saying is by
One
reading
of
through
the
the scriptures, you
descriptions.
know what I'm saying? You get some good ideas. We extract the wisdom. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, because again, like when you look at these bitches, you know what I'm saying? And that's I'm a bit blunt with my language. Like Cat's like a bit more kind of like I want to kind of like insult you indirectly kind of thing. Because like we pointed out earlier, me and Damon were like, yeah, basically have a sledgehammer and that's all we got to use. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, basically these bitches are literally like profiting off all these simps. You know what I'm saying? They're like fucking all these kind of shit, like, and they're not actually teaching them any kind of like, wisdom or knowledge or any of that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Anybody like even if you look at like Cass channel, I guess you could say there's, because me and Damon are here, we're able to teach. You know what I'm saying? Basically, and Cat just basically does what women do best, where she just eats. You know what I mean? It is what it is. So it's a good flow. You know what I'm saying? It's a good flow of the conversation. Like I said, we hit a wide range of audiences. We hit the ASMR, or whatever the fuck it's called thing. We got the conspiracy dudes because we can talk about FIBs. You know what I'm saying? And then like we got like the nice chill kind of like I'm just here for a drink and shit like that. And it's just a beautiful mix. You know what I'm saying?
That's why what I'm saying. That's why we need more music breaks, right? So everybody is gonna go and make a music video or just like some cool song.
What do you mean make a music video, Kat? Like what kind of budget were we supposed to spend on this shit? Where it's like
I spent $10.
$10,
Wait.
like literally $10.
Literally $10, and I wrote a song and I put it against with like free videos, copyright, whatever it's called. Yeah.
This is becoming a lot of kind of like stress in my system. Like this
Oh my
seems like
God.
school because like I'm getting homework somehow.
Okay. You guys
you
just
have
yelled
nothing
at
to
me
say.
about not doing my homework, and now you won't do anything either.
Yeah, because clearly we just wing this shit. You know what I'm saying? This has been the whole essence of the show. People aren't coming here for like a scripted. You know what I mean?
Okay, fine. So I will make songs for you guys to shit on every week.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
That'll be my contribution.
You will wish you did not hear some of these songs.
No. Okay.
You are going,
And I
your
will
eyes
also
will
read from the
burn.
book of the Gen Z
Oh
Bible.
my God.
Be on your toes. Stay woke. Lamps on. Be like those peeps ready to open up the moment the boss is back from the rave. Those who are ready, major props. The boss will serve up a midnight snack. Even if he rolls at dawn and finds you ready, you're blessed. Always be on your game. You never know when I'm dropping by.
Big brother.
I'm telling you, one of these days, just straight out the window, it's like, I can't take this anymore. Just, you know what I mean? No, like like I said, kind of the whole kind of like it's its own new language or kind of like flow and all this kind of shit. It's like we need to like I said, unify. You know what I mean? Under kind of like this band, because half that shit I didn't get. Like Damon, thoughts? You know what I
He
mean?
passed out.
Yeah, no, I got lost with the Gen Z Bible thing. Sorry.
It's a beautiful thing, you guys.
It's basically we've come immune to, I think, the spells and shit like that. It's like our brain just automatically it's like self-defense mechanism just shuts down. And it's like, yeah, this bitch is tripping. You know what I mean?
In the best way.
In the best way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hugs, not drugs, kids.
Mm-hmm.
But like you were saying, Damon, basically the FIB are running this shit, or like these rogue agencies.
Well, I mean, you know that the public is beyond saving when they're okay with somebody who's doing suspect shit investigating themselves, and they're just okay. Yeah, we'll allow that. Like, nah. And that it's not only the 3-letter agencies doing that. Look at everywhere else. Look at the school districts. It's like people have a problem with how the schools are run. It's like, okay, we'll investigate ourselves. It's like, nah, you're not. Nah, you're not. No, you're not. Not while my kids are there. Heads are gonna fucking roll.
But like is homeschooling the solution? I don't think because it's just such a different variant
Homeschooling
of
isn't the
education.
solution. No, I don't think that homeschooling is the solution because people have got other shit they need to fucking do. Okay, your kid is your priority, of course, but that's why you're working and that's why you're saving money and that's why you're fighting to get your kid into a good school. But you want to make sure that that school is good, and you want to make sure that the people there can be trusted, which is why you need a school board that can be trusted. So the moment you see shit like this, like what they're doing in schools now, that's when you need to go in there and you need to, what's the nice way of saying this? Prune shit. You need to get rid of those weeds. You need to get rid of the problem. Okay, you need to cut the cancer out. So anyone who allowed that shit to happen, in the nicest possible way, you need to remove them from the fucking situation permanently.
What?
I think homeschool would actually.
He was homeschooled.
I was homeschooled.
If you can't tell.
Yeah. Turned out okay. Eventually, took a bit of a while. I do think that homeschool would eliminate the brainwashing that happens in public school.
Yeah, no one should brainwash but you.
It's brainwashing, and it's your child. You can brainwash your own child the way you want them to be brainwashed. We don't even know half of what's going on in the classes. Sometimes my daughter will tell us stuff like, what? And then, like, why is it that I don't want my daughter to become a factory worker. The bell rings, your day is done. You sit in your
you have
chair.
to ask to go to the bathroom. You have to ask to go eat. You have to ask to stand up. You have to ask to ask a question.
Yeah, well, that shit's discipline. That's a form of discipline.
It's not.
No.
It's teaching you to be a slave.
But what's worse is that she's not allowed to question.
Yeah, you can't question authority.
You can't question the material. This is the material you have. There's no questioning it. What if the history book that you're reading has decided to change history, and we tell her, no, that's not what happened. Then she goes and says something, and she's going to get an F. But like, it's And homeschool is not as bad as people think it is. And then let's say both parents have to work. Well, ideally, it should be one parent that works, but let's say that can't happen, or there's a death in the family, or something has happened. You can also do little homeschool groups within your personal tight-knit community. It doesn't have to be dictated by the government, but to get out of that would be, I mean, we're brainwashed ourselves. That's what I was hearing, that you're brainwashed into thinking that we need public school. Public school is very,
do you consider
public school is very recent.
Yeah.
It's only been since the early 1900s, I want to say. There was other schools, but the wealthy, the super wealthy, they don't send them to school.
They don't send them to definitely this type of schools at all, ever.
Even actually, let's even go to modern day.
Well,
Even today,
I wouldn't use the super wealthy as an example, because have you seen their children? Their kids are fucking retards.
Not the ones you see.
No.
No.
I'm not talking about those.
No. Because look, like, for example, famous people that they send their kids to expensive schools, not good schools. They're woke, expensive, garbage schools. We're talking about the elites. You don't know their names. You don't know their kids' names. They're up in some mountain school in Switzerland. You don't know what it's called. You've never heard of it. It's nothing to do with anybody you know. Real wealthy people, the people who run the world, you cannot know their names. They will never be on television. They're never referred to by anyone.
Look at what Stephen was suggesting there. What Stephen was suggesting, look, I agree. In an ideal world, we would keep close eyes on our kids until they're ready to go out into the world independently. And that would mean homeschooling, right?
Mm-hmm.
Practically, in the world we live in, that's not a possibility for everybody. So if you had to think of what the best way to solve this, or to have this happen, would be, is to say, you need somebody there, like how you said, like, you need eyes on your kids. You need to watch what they're teaching your kids. You need to be there. Is to say, okay, what we're going to do is we're going to trust other people who are in the same situation we are. Because if you look at school boards, the reason why the school boards are so fucking evil right now is because those people don't have fucking kids. Mm-hmm. You look at those school boards, you think it would be other parents, concerned parents. No, they're not. Yeah. Most of them are too fucking old. Most of them don't have children of their own, or if they did have kids, they're fucking grown-ups now and they're gone. So none of those people are invested in the welfare of the kids because it's not their kids. So in an ideal situation, you'd say, look, there's, let's say, 30 kids in this class. So what we're going to do is we're going to get one of those parents, and that parent is going to be going into school today, following that class around, seeing what's being taught, what they're reading, what they're watching, what the teachers are saying, who the fuck the teachers are. If it's some non-binary trans weird freak with multicolored fucking hair who's trying to talk about some inappropriate shit, or if it's somebody who's being reasonable. So you're going to have one of the parents keeping eyes on those kids, watching what's going on. And then another day, you're going to have another parent doing it. And another day, you're going to have another parent doing it. So you share the load. So your turn would be once a month. Once a month, it's your duty to be in that class and to see what's going on. And you keep each other in the loop. Now, a system like that seems awfully like what a school board should be. A certain group of people who are invested, whose kids are in those classes, who are watching over what's going on. That's how the school board originally was intended to operate, only it mutated into something else. Now, that could be a compromise. That could be a way of like, okay, look, it's not homeschooling, but it's the closest thing that we can practically get in the way the world is running today. It's the closest thing that parents today can afford to do. Once a week, or once a month, you show up, you're there, and you're observing, you're making sure that things are running above board. But if you proposed that, do you think that they would allow it, or would they not allow it?
They would not allow it because they want full control. But I completely agree with Stephen. We should not make that an option. They should not go to government funded schools. Show me the money. I'll show you how they're going to manipulate you. I don't trust anything from the government. There's no free handout. Everything, there's a price you pay. So I would say get away from there. I would say instead of that, pay, the salary, whatever the part of money that they give the school, give that to the parents to help them have a parent at home or a grandparent at home, or somebody that they can hire for a few hours a day, because it doesn't take 8 hours. Let's first throw that out there. It's not 8 hours. Give like some sort of a discount for somebody to stay home, a family member to teach that child, offer support that way, get rid of public schools, make it private, make it only private. And not only that, let's not have a standardization like school wide, whatever, or like whatever. Have it so this school teaches based off like Catholic religion and stuff like that. This school based on whatever other religion, just do different things. Or this school doesn't, this school is woke, whatever, and let the people who are interested in that put their kids in it. You know, just like keep it separate. Like you can either go to a private school with whatever your crazy ideology is, and your kids are only infected by other kids with the same ideology as that, or you keep your kids, you know, at home and you do it yourself.
And then we got the Hunger Games.
But like we should not throw everybody all together and let the government manipulate and propagandize and control the children. That's what they want. They want you busy. They don't want stay-at-home moms, because the less women at home, they can't. Women used to be like up in the school board. They're tired. They're coming home and fighting with their husbands now. They don't have time for that. I don't know many women that work that have the time to look over their kids' homework. And the fact that they have 8 hours all day and then they come home with 3 hours of homework, knowing that takes the entire time. So there's going to be fighting at home over the homework. There's going to be yelling at home over the homework. The kid's tired. The kid's stressed out. And then the parents are, instead of saying what happened at school, saying we have to finish this so we can go to bed, and screaming at the kid, right? This is all by design. The design is make you stressed, busy, angry, frustrated at your kid, so you don't care what happens to them. So you're too tired to fight against any of this propaganda.
No, like,
I was going to say something, but the silence was good, so I just left it.
Okay. Well,
because like that's the only one that's going to change this shit. It's like once like the parents need to get involved. You know what I mean? But it's like, how does that come to being? You know what I mean, like that's the
well, when
the next
COVID
few steps, you know what I
happened,
mean?
when COVID happened, lots of women quit their jobs during COVID because two parents couldn't do it. And a lot of people figured it out. And a lot of women did not go back to work after that. That was the big light bulb moment where they're watching online their kids being brainwashed or not even taught anything, like literally just wasting time. They don't teach the kids all day. They brainwash them when they're talking to them. Everything is keep you dumb and stupid and obeying authority. That's the end all be it of school. There is no trying to get you to think. Teaching you how to think is the last thing they want. They want a society of workers, not thinkers.
Well, there's also those schools that they have the children teach the other children.
Oh yeah, that's what country does that? Another country does that.
No, I think
This was my question, and my question is, what's going to happen when you have the public that are just fucking retarded, and you're expecting them to teach their own kids? It's like,
speaking of children, I gotta put her to bed.
There's dumb people out there. There's dumb people out there. You're gonna just expect them to raise kids? I don't know.
There's always been dumb people.
Yeah, but
look, this is how it goes. Look, if you are low income, not very intelligent, your kids are going to be low income, not very intelligent. The idea of upward mobility is a lie. That has been proven. We've proven it with real studies. Maybe now they have fake studies, but in the past, it was real studies that proved that there's no way that you move up in status. You pretty much stay the same. Whatever house your parents grew up in, whatever type of car they had, you will be the same. It is almost impossible to break free of that. That is statistically not even very
in America, there's a lot of studies that show otherwise, though. I know there's studies
I
that
would
show
call them fake if they do.
There's other studies that show that it's
in fact, I see a lot more downward mobility than upward mobility. The little bits of upward mobility are very slight. So maybe you had a 2-bedroom house, it goes to a 3 to a 4. Maybe the neighborhood changes, the situation changes, but like there's not this huge ability to advance, like you say. Most people are told the lie, go to college. If you're really smart, go to college, do what we say. College will teach you how to
No,
listen
I
to their
agree.
studies, bow
I
to
agree that the
authority.
idea of college is a lie. The idea of college is a lie.
So how do you get upward mobility? Where are we getting the upward mobility? If
Well,
you're
but-
not teaching people to open their own businesses and how to like do stuff on their own, there's no upward mobility.
Well, I know, but I mean, look, we spoke about this on Jake's channel before, where it was something like, I think in America it was something like less than 10% of the super wealthy actually inherited it. Most of it is new wealth that's generated, and there's lots of different ways that you can do that, especially in a
It's the
place
stock
like
market,
America. Well,
day
it's
trading.
not quite that simple, but I mean, there's certain countries where, unfortunately, even though it's bullshit, you do need a college or a university education because the government mandates it. The only way that you can get certain jobs, like, I mean, the Labour government tried to do that in the UK. They suddenly said, oh, you're not going to get these jobs unless you have university qualifications. The Labour government suddenly started mandating everybody to demand that all of their new hires needed to have a university education. They're like, you're not going to be considered for this post unless you have a degree. And these were for some of the higher jobs initially. So people thought, oh, if I want to get a good job, if I want to get a decent wage, I need to go to university. So people started going to university. And if you didn't have a university education, you would only be able to get the shittier jobs. But then Labour doubled down on this. And literally the only job that you could get without a university education was a minimum wage job. And then they even started doing that to minimum wage jobs. And somebody posted up, and I thought it was a joke, but many years ago, somebody posted up an advert that was basically for a supermarket chain. And the job was literally just being a cleaner, like cleaning toilets, cleaning up the floor. And it said that you needed to have a degree for that job. Now, at that point, any normal person would say, well, what the fuck does a degree mean? If, like, oh, you've got a degree and now you're qualified to go and like sweep up a floor and clean a toilet. It's like, that's bullshit. But the thing is that it's necessary because you're not going to get any job, even that job, unless you have a degree. So once they basically mandated all of that, and everybody was like, well, I guess we have to do this now. And mind you, back then, a university education, a standard university, nothing special, was £3,000 a year, right? So you're looking at about 12,000. I think my maths might be off, but that's roughly $15,000. $15,000 for a university education back then, when this happened. And within the space of about 2 years under the Labour government, they jacked that up to 3 to 4 times the price. And that is a regular, nothing special university where you're going to have to pay roughly $60,000. That's like bottom of the barrel, most affordable university, $60,000 you're looking at. But they mandated it. You couldn't get any other job unless you did this.
Okay, but
So,
yes, this, of course, this did happen. But why did it happen? Because the more people who get these degrees, the more they're going to require it. If people just said, I'm not getting this stupid degree in enough scale, they could not force people to get it, especially for entry level, low pay jobs or jobs that don't require any of this stuff. It's like jobs where you're just doing stuff. You're not even using your mind. You're just using your hands to build something or whatever. Like, these things should not require this type of education. They should require an internship or some sort of like technical school or something like that.
but
Like,
there's always been this form of gatekeeping. There's always been this
yeah,
form of control.
as
Because
long as we
before that,
allow them to enforce it. If we
yeah,
all
but
say
before
we're
that, you
not going to
had
do this,
unions.
good luck
You,
finding a labor force. We're not doing this. We're not going into debt for you. And again, all of this is because when you go to school, you are taught to get a job. Getting a job is being a wage slave. You could be a upper crust slave or a middle slave or a lower level slave, but you're still more in the slave class. People who open their own businesses, even if you're not making millions of dollars or whatever with a huge business, even if you're a sole proprietor, whatever, let's say you have a small one person business where you do something on your own, you will be better off financially. You'll be able to handle things like if you have an emergency, you don't have to get days off, whatever. You just plan for stuff. You're more in control of your life. You lose control when
but
you have a wage.
Look at what happened throughout the 90s and early 2000s. You had these monopolies were going around making it their business to crush independent businesses, right? Amazon came along and basically destroyed all these little independent bookstores, right? Before Amazon, you had things like, what was it? Books, etc. Or what was it called?
I don't know. Barnes and Noble?
Yeah, well, in America, you had Barnes and Noble, but they opened up everywhere and crushed all these little independent bookshops, right? And then you've got like supermarket chains and other big places. Like you want to have a cute little independent coffee shop, Starbucks comes along and shits all over you. So
yes, when that first happened, this drew people in and away from small businesses, right? But now you'll see small businesses are popping up again and they're doing way better. Why? Because when big corporations take over industries, they standardize everything to become garbage. All of the hair care products, they're all filled with chemicals that cause hair loss because down the aisle, they sell stuff to treat hair loss. You can't get a shampoo and conditioner that doesn't cause hair loss now because they want to sell you the stuff for hair loss down the line. You know, everything is like that. They do it across the board because they're so greedy, they can't stop making profits every quarter. So they have to make everything worse and worse. The product quality has to go down so that the profits go up. Anyways, now you have people on Etsy making stuff from scratch because they realize, hey, I can't go to the store and get lotion without chemicals. I can't get hair stuff without chemicals. I can't get clothing that's not made with petroleum based plastic crap products that make you like get endocrine disruptors. We're realizing we can't go to traditional stores anymore. And now they're losing profits. And small independent businesses are being built up because of this, because the big business, they don't want to do anything that's safe for us. They want to do cheap and easy and crap. That's what they want to make for everybody. And the more they pump it out and the sicker we're becoming, the better for everyone because we're starting to do our own thing. And the end of the day, it's going to be everybody's going to have a small business. This person's going to make soap. This person's going to make lotion. This person's going to make hair products. This person's going to make clothes. And we're going to go back to that because corporations can't do it because they can't do that and continue to increase profits. They can't. They can't do both. They're too greedy. They're all owned by each other. All the boards are the same people. Every big corporation in America and probably in Europe too. Or it's going to happen if it's not already. So
I get that that's how corporations want to control everybody. I get it. I don't think I'm as black pilled on it as you are with regards to like saying that if you get a job now you're a wage slave.
You are.
I was talking with a friend of mine recently, the other day, and he's a guy who's in his 40s and he has never had a secure full-time job that gives him paid leave, that gives him paid sick days, that contributes to a private pension and a secure contract. I mean, he's had full-time work. It's just it's never been full-time work that's got that kind of security behind it. And he's done loads of different jobs. He's qualified in quite a few different things, but he's always kind of chasing this he's a bit of a hippie. And he's kind of chasing this dream of like, you know, I want to do something that speaks to me. I want to do something that's like a vocation, something that's like that I'm happy and like I want that contentment. I want that job satisfaction. And I'm like, dude, you sound like a Zoomer or a fucking millennial, like tail end millennial. Like this is a job, man. It's a fucking job. Like, your job is your job. You just get something that's going to pay you good money. You don't need to fucking like it. This is such like this is such a Gen Z thing of like, I think they were probably the first generation, or maybe halfway through the millennial generation, was when they tried to pump this shit into people's heads of like, you need to focus on your wellness. You need to focus on like your mental health. You need to be concerned about like, is your job bringing you down? Let's talk about your depression. No, let's fucking not. It's work. It's not called playtime for a reason. You go there and you graft and you make money and you come home and then you get to enjoy your life. If you were having fun at work, you'd be at work all the time like these boss bitches. Oh, I love my job. My job's this, my job's that. And then you come home and your ovaries are dried out and you forget that you're too old to have kids now. No, your work is not supposed to be your passion. Your passion is supposed to be your passion. That's why we have hobbies. That's why we have things that we're interested in. If all is we're interested in our work, then you're a slave cat. If your work is the thing that gives you all the fulfillment you need and you can't wait to get up and go to work and you never want to come home, that's you being a slave. Your job should be something that is considered work. I don't want to do it. I don't want to go there, but I'm going to man up. I'm going to go there and I'm going to make the money so I can put the food on the table and I can support my family. And when I come home and I kick off my shoes and I put my feet up, that's when I can fucking enjoy my life. And anything else I want to pursue, any other passions, any other interests, that is what the home is for. So I can be at home and I can be present and I can do the things that I love doing. Your work is your fucking work. This generation has been lied to. You're not supposed to get satisfaction out of your job. It's a fucking job.
Medieval peasants would spend a maximum of 8 hours a day harvesting back-breaking toll, but they got 8 weeks to half the year off with zero work. Which brings me back. The reason why they make us work so much is because we will spend more on little luxuries to calm us down from the stress of being overworked. By keeping us in a state of high anxiety and high stress and low free time, they're able to charge us for the pleasure of simple conveniences to numb away the pain that we are under such extreme stress. We should not be, the company does not need us. They've done studies that says if you work 4 hours a day, you're more productive than if you work 8 hours a day. But the other studies show that you spend less money and you enjoy your life more. Happy people, happy workers make a society where they cannot break us down and strip us of every fiber of our being. They cannot destroy a family that spends a lot of quality time together. They cannot brainwash children that have a lot of free time with their parents. They cannot stress you out and make you on medications if you have time for extracurricular activities. So the thought that work has to be 8 hours of back-breaking labor or
It's a
more.
third of your life.
Huh?
It's a third of your life. 8 hours a day is a third of your life.
Yeah. I mean, it's supposed to be 8 hours working, 8 hours playing, and 8 hours sleeping. That is how you're supposed to do it. That's biblically. According to Barbara
I'm
O'Neill.
overworked.
Yes, you are.
Me and Kat are overworked. Damon, I don't know. Like, Damon just seems like he wants the world to burn
He's
at this
asleep.
stage.
It's okay.
What drink are we on, Damon?
I
reckon
I'm about to go drinking just before going to bed. I'm gonna have a drink. I'm gonna go to bed. But I did my drinking yesterday. I had an awesome day yesterday, and I'm relaxing today.
Nice.
My man.
Some issues though.
Oh, no.
No, Kat, you know what I was doing yesterday.
Whoring?
Sorry?
Whoring? Whoring?
Well, whoring? No, it wasn't. I guess
Bunny
depends
glaze
which
and
way you're looking
donuts.
at. I was closing a deal. Yes, a few
Oh,
times.
did you make
Mhm.
some money and did you get a whore? What kind of
He was
deal?
making a
No.
deposit.
This is a girl that I actually liked this girl.
Oh
I
no.
actually liked this
Okay.
girl, but Jesus Christ,
Babies, we're gonna get some babies.
no. I
Ugh.
don't. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, let me preface this by first asking: do you think people can change?
No.
Wow, Cat really is black-pilled.
No, I'm sorry.
Yep.
People can change when it becomes a problem for them, not for other people. Only when it becomes a problem for them personally, that it affects them too much, then they can change.
Right. Okay, look. So the thing is that I saw something that was like the mother of all red flags,
Uh-huh.
but I don't know how old this thing is. I don't know
It's a
if it's
child?
history or if it's no. It's, I was gonna say I don't know if it is. I was gonna say it's not that bad, but actually I don't know what's worse.
Tell
a kid
us.
or not. Well, okay. So here's the thing.
This is a
Without giving
dating
too many
podcast.
details, this is a girl that I know. I've known for a while,
Mhm.
and not that long, but like under a year. But seeing her daily, and she seems like a decent girl. She seems there's a lot of great stuff about her, but she seemed like a well-adjusted, normal, good sense of humor, not a fucking weirdo, um, intelligent, like very intelligent. All good things. And um, the other day, the other week actually, she wanted to go out, so like went out, hung out, good time, all fine. And then we were going to go out a second time with a group of friends. And around the group of friends, all the friends like her as well. Like everyone's get along with her, everything's cool, all good. And then, as you know, the other night we got serious. And I never noticed this because I was focused on other body parts. But when I
Penis.
was
She's got a penis.
come on, let's be real. No, real men aren't fooled by that fake hormone shit and surgery. Like we can smell a fake a mile away. You've got to be working for the International Olympics Committee to be able to be fooled. But anyway, we were saying our goodbyes, and as she kind of was saying goodbye, she had her arm up on this kind of up on the door frame.
Tattoos.
She was no, worse than that. Her
What's worse?
sleeve. She had a loose top, right, and the sleeve rolled down, and I noticed across her wrist like loads of cuts, like
Oh.
scars across her wrist. Yeah.
Yeah, no, we're moving on from this one. Sorry about that. What a shame. You know, we thought we had one.
I was like, what?
To the pot.
The whole journey home, I was like, what the
Internally
fuck?
screaming.
I hope she
I
had
was
like a pet tiger when she was a kid.
Yeah. Maybe she just had a family heirloom watch with a really shitty metal strap or something.
No.
I was like, what the fuck could it? Why? How? When? She so did not seem like that type.
They never do.
Yeah. That
Until
was
they
such
do.
a blindside. I was like, what song do you play in your mind when you're walking home? It can't be the Crying Game because she's a woman, but like, what other song is like regret and holy shit? How did I
Cry
walk
Me a
in?
River by Justin Timberlake. Of course.
Oh fuck no.
Cry Me a River.
That just came out of nowhere. That was so I was blindsided by that.
Well, you know, I mean, Everything happens for a reason, and whatever cliches make you feel better. But we're moving on to the next one. There's
Well, I'm
plenty
pretty
of
sure
girls.
Damon's going to tap that at least one more time, though, despite
Jesus.
the fact that he
Oh,
has the knowledge of
a few, yeah. Oh my God, a few. Until she expects me to be her therapist, then I'm going to be like, ghosted. Yeah.
But you see, this is the problem I have with that, because while you're tapping it a few times, you are missing out on opportunities with mentally stable people.
No, I'm keeping my options open, Kat.
Every minute you are not,
being defended.
you are with her, you are not keeping your options open.
Teriak.
What did I walk into again?
Don't worry, Steven and I are here now. Your lives all just got better.
Oh my gosh.
Oh gosh, how you doing, Randy?
Hi, Steven.
Oh my god.
How's everybody's weekend going?
Good.
Well, Damon just found out that he has to not marry this one chick. So he's going
gonna
through
get
it.
Yeah, and I've
married?
just been listening to the shit show. Sorry,
Yeah, no,
guys, but it's so far out.
Right. I'm still
Some of the
gonna.
stuff
I'm
he's
still
been
gonna
talking
be.
about today.
You know,
Suppose
I made a
that's
song
always what it's
during
like
the
on Cat
pandemic.
Stream.
No, you didn't. No,
Yeah, I
we're not
did.
doing it. No.
We can plug it into your thing.
No, we can't. That's not how life works.
It's epic.
His song goes, "Hey, we want some pussy."
No,
No,
so much
Randy.
more depressing than that.
Pussy.
Let me say.
You
Gotta read it that way.
you wrote this?
Yeah, I did.
When did you do this?
Oh, back in 2020 or 2020.
Oh my god, this is
Horrific.
horrific. It gives, remember that guy who wrote "Hello from the Inside"? It gives that vibe.
It was based on with the song in the background of Adele singing "Hello."
No, because you basically copied that dude that said "Hello from the Inside."
Or he copied me in my mind because he was reading my mind.
No, you copied him.
When did he do it? Was 2021?
No,
Then
2020.
I
He did it within a
predated.
few months of the pandemic. It was
Steven,
like the
that
first
wouldn't have
song.
happened if you were wearing your tinfoil hat. He wouldn't have been able to steal it from your mind.
That's the problem. Yeah, should have been wearing that tinfoil hat.
He got like 3 million hits on YouTube.
So if I would have done it,
Well, now for the next thing that happens, now we have the AI, so we can make
Kat,
something.
you're gonna get 3 million hits from Steven if you don't shut up and support him.
Do you really want this as a song?
it's kind of
Stand
depressing.
by your man.
I would be curious what that song engine will do to it.
Do you want it to be a ballad? Do you want it to be like a country song?
Be a ballad.
A ballad country song
Could
in a
be.
male's voice.
Yeah.
Okay. I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours, bullshit pay.
Now
You
the
know what
AI
we should
makes
do?
sense.
You need to do a
No.
pro-Trump song, but
Oh,
you need
no.
to make it sound. Yeah, it has to be pro-Trump 2024
Mhm.
campaign song, right? But get this, in the style of like Lead Belly. It needs to sound like a slave song, right? That's what you want, like a slave song, like out in the plantation, picking cotton. And
Like,
singing
I
a
don't think
pro-Trump
I
song.
don't think the Unreal Engine or whatever will allow me to write that in.
Yeah, you definitely do. Definitely do.
I was thinking something along the lines of like "We will rock you," but it's like we will trump you.
Yeah,
How's that?
but I'm just
Okay.
I still think
Little
like you need
parody,
something
little
like
Trump parody.
I don't want to do a
You could
Trump
even get
song
one of-
because that will get too much attention, and then I think you can get sued for like AI stuff. They're still
Well,
like
yeah, I was gonna
debating
say you
it.
could even have Trump's AI voice singing it.
I'm not doing any of
Wait,
that
wait.
stuff.
Randy, you get this song engine. It's like $10, and you can do multiple tries. You make this song.
Oh, no.
I think this is your moment, Randy. This is your moment.
Yeah, Randy, why don't you start making some music?
You
send
can
me
do
the
it in
link to it and I'll do some shit as well.
I've considered it. Music's in my family. I've considered it, but
Let's
that's
go,
the thing.
bro.
I don't. No, I kind of like being a nobody.
You are a nobody.
We're all
Yeah, exactly. I
nobodies.
like that. I like
You'll
that.
stay
I
a
don't want-
nobody. You'll be refined Randy, who makes lyrics and uses AI to make music. You'll be refined.
Okay,
Randy
guys,
DJ.
I put it in the private chat so you guys can start working on your music. So we're all
Cat,
gonna come up with
This is
music.
slave labor right here.
It is good. So remember, you can't put specific artists in your descriptions. They don't allow that. So you have to like kind of work around it with like vibe words.
Trump,
Vibes.
MAGA song, slave song.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so and also for the audience, if anyone would like to make a funny song that is conspiracy, fight the government, fight the Matrix related, please submit them to our Discords and we will play the best ones. So everyone hit up, what is that website?
Kat, that's really good. You had an idea for content.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now
You
follow
Facebook
made
through.
that up
completely
on your
ignored.
own. You actually had an idea. Like, get audience participation and you're going to play the best one. Proud of you.
Yes, so we're gonna do like fight the Matrix song,
No,
but
wait
it's
a
gotta
second.
be
Don't move on from
funny.
this. Don't move on, Kat. Don't move
Oh,
on
no.
from this. This is a great moment.
To be honest, you shouldn't expect anything else out of those two brain cells for the rest of the year at this point.
Mhm.
Yeah, I know. They just clicked together and sparked out into nothingness now.
But you forget about the idea next stream. So like she'll have a completely different topic and we'll just be like, it's a smaller wave, boys. Smaller wave.
No, we're gonna do it. So like anybody who comes up with a song, and I think it's like
rock. Dun, 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 dun.
it's gotta be AI. I don't want anything from you guys like for real. Like that's gonna scare me.
You heard right there. She just won anything from us,
It's gonna
guys.
be
So
the
all the
greatest
guys
song
are
in the
excused.
world.
Give your nightmares, Cat.
The only thing is you have to write your own lyrics. Do not get the AI to like write lyrics
What do you
for
mean?
you.
ChatGPT can do that for me. Why the hell
No,
would I?
we're not. We're not.
No, you're not allowed to use
ChatGPT.
ChatGPT
You gotta
because you
write
might-
it from your soul.
Yeah. because you might
What do you-
end up playing the same song that Kat's gonna play.
Shut up.
No, mine would be way better.
My
I'll
AI
have
is better
better-
than your AI.
No, it's about the prompts you give it, and I'm gonna give it better prompts than you, Kat.
Okay, bro. Prompt war.
Anyway, guys, I'm gonna have to duck out. It's like 3:30 here in the morning. So
Alrighty, good night. Good luck.
take care,
Sweet
everybody.
dreams.
See dreams, Steve.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, sleep in a different bed to Kat. Like, look at Kat's face.
He can only sleep when I'm not in the room. That's true.
I can believe that. Anyway, guys, take care. Love you all. See you. Have fun.
Adios.
Peace out.
Oh my god, what happened to your hair?
Yeah.
It was flattened by the hat, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Trying
do
to,
a
like,
little
Trying to give a
zhuzh it up.
salute, you know what I'm saying?
Zhuzh it up.
All right, let's do the.
And then there was 4.5.
Who's the half?
You.
Wow.
That's why she gotta have Steven on to make her complete. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I don't know. Teriak's kind of half too. He's maybe
He's not
2/3.
short.
2/3.
Are you short?
I'm 5'8", okay, and 3/4. Okay, on a good day when I
Oh.
stick my chest out. You know what I'm saying?
Nice. Taller than me. Which doesn't say much, but
Yeah.
It'd be really
he's
bad if he was
I'm
black.
tall
and
for a
you said that
leprechaun.
he was-
You know what I mean?
It'd be
that's
really
true.
bad if he was black and you said that he's 3/5 of a person.
Oh my god.
That's
Randy,
racist.
Randy, we are
Then we
trying
might
to
have a
not
problem.
we're trying to not get a strike. I would like to get monetized sometime this year with no strikes.
Yeah.
Well, Shane says that I'm a Jewish no lesbian, so like I actually count for 1.5 people because I have I can play the masculine card, I can also play on white and all that kind of shit. So it's like realistically, you want me in your corner. That's what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean?
Jess was gonna say something, but we all talked over her. So what were you gonna say, Jess?
Why are you simping, bro?
I'm
Who's
trying to
simp?
be
I
respectful,
don't
you
mind, I'm
ass
just
fuck.
listening.
Men at work. You know what I'm saying? Like that. This is the attitude we need to take.
Oh, Terry knows
Okay,
what I'm like. I can overtalk
Nope,
people
no, shut
too,
the fuck up,
and I can
Jess.
get loud
No,
if
you're
I
not allowed to
want.
talk.
So,
This is the kind of back and
oh
forth
well,
we
my
need to
man talks to me
foster.
like that, so I'm used to it.
See what I'm saying, fellas? This is the paradise we want to envision for the rest of the world. You know what I mean? We got to bring the patriarchy back. You know what I'm saying?
No. Anyways, do we have another topic?
What
Like
is
our
with your
last
fucking
topic?
cup collection that you have?
Our what?
Fucking
I'm saying.
Teriyaki. This dude has the weirdest fucking drink receptacles to use.
What are you drinking out of now? Is
Who
it a leprechaun's
fucking-
head?
It's like a tin fucking.
Yeah. So
What do they have over there in Ireland? Do you guys have cups?
You know what that looks like? It looks like the little.
We
ice
drink out of that
container you
stuff
get
here
at the-
too.
It looks
Yeah.
like the ice containers
We drink
that you
out
use
of
in
that stuff here
hotels
too.
to go get ice from the ice machine, but it has a handle on it.
Remember, I had the glass beaker. The glass beaker broke.
No,
With
it's
glass
like
beaker,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
it's like a Scottish and Irish thing.
It looks
Yeah.
like a milk frother.
Oh yeah. What about
It's-
like one of those?
It's common in
is it
Australia
Irish
as
or
well.
Scottish, those big beer stein things. What's it called?
German?
Oh, that's German. Sorry.
You literally said beer stein.
I know.
It's in Bavarian.
That's
if
what I'm
you want to
saying,
get more specific.
Crack the liquid a lot better, you know what I'm saying? Like, so you know you're getting your 3 liters, well, I think it's like 3.5, but then if you drink coffee, then it comes down. But regardless, get your 3 liters of water a day minimum, you know what I'm saying?
What?
Oh my
Matter of
gosh.
health.
I don't understand these measurements. Trees of water, and what the fuck is a liter? What the
Listen,
fuck is a
listen.
liter?
Listen, okay? You learn English from the English, this is what you're going to sound like, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. And I regret
It's
nothing.
4 bald eagles, Randy. And it has
Bald eagles are
racist,
either a measurement of bald eagles are either a measurement of weight or length.
Oh God.
Okay, it's a quarter of the Mississippi. I don't know.
Because it's like basically kilos are
How many
basically
bottles
half.
of Tabasco?
No, like I said, it's
We have the same in Australia too, you know, with the same kilos and.
Well, yeah, Australians are
grams
communist
and
fuckers too.
milliliters and liters, and we have those metal cups as well.
Do you in
my
Australia?
man has one.
Do you weigh things in stones?
No.
Pebbles.
no, that's the British.
The British with their stones everywhere, throwing stones.
British.
No.
Whoa.
Throwing
That's
stones
about
is like
4
throwing you a
rocks
piece of
worth.
ass. No? Okay.
Basically, stones is just like pounds, just in 14s, sets of 14.
Too complicated. Don't care.
I think 12 is personally a better number to go by, you know what I'm saying?
Okay then.
Wow.
Sorry, no, I just got distracted by chat. So someone's saying like also include electrolytes, otherwise, yeah, but like that's why you gotta eat your salt. You know what I'm saying? I got a fucking sea salt, like proper sea salt. It's nice and flaky. But like I said, I'm building all this in towards my Discord and all that kind of shit in terms of health, kind of what you should be eating, all that kind of thing. Because my God, we need more people eating meat. You know what I'm saying?
So what are you smoking today for your health?
What do you mean? What am I smoking? This is like I said, testing, because apparently you get more REM sleep from nicotine.
Is that what we're going with?
But less deep restorative. Right. Yeah. The one that's going to keep you from Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, and dementia is going to be the deep restorative. So if any sleep aid, including alcohol in your system or marijuana or any stimulant, is going to keep you from getting into deep restorative sleep.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that, like, in terms of like the dreams, like, what is dreaming? You know what I'm saying?
No. Oh, actually, okay. So you're dreaming in both states, but if you want to know which state you're in, if you're in deep restorative sleep, then you won't have any emotions in those dreams. It's like an emotionless dream. But if you have emotions in your dream, like crying, rage, whatever emotion, because that portion of your brain is turned on during REM sleep, then you know you're in REM. You dream in both, but the deep restorative means that your brain shrinks to 60% of its size, takes out all the metabolites, and then it regenerates all the, puts the water back in. But you need that for your brain to work properly.
Oh yeah, we were supposed to do a health
nerd.
But that's always prior. Like I always go like straight into that, and then after like an hour and a half of that, then basically I'm always into the REM and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Oh, do you have an Aura ring?
Yeah.
They don't make them small enough.
Yeah, they don't.
That's racism.
What do you mean they don't make it small enough? Just because
I don't
got,
have
like, little
I don't
chimp
have
fingers.
No, I don't have fat enough fingers to have an Aura ring, which is obviously racist against people who are not swollen.
Actually,
I don't think it's racist at all.
I'm talking about.
I have the same issue. They don't have. They don't make any cock rings small
Oh
enough for me.
Thanks, Randy.
Thanks for letting us know that. I'm sure your the plug.
Well,
is too small as well.
Oh my gosh,
dude! The cock ring industry, they just discriminate against micropeens. It's really tragic.
It is, isn't it?
I know.
It's got to be painful to wear.
Okay, so we're moving on from that because we're trying not to get a strike today. We're trying to be good boys and girls. So Steven's going to do a segment on health. Does anybody have?
I just did it.
No, but do something else. Like, does anybody have health-related questions?
Yeah, why does Kat want to be all natural and detox and clean and nothing bad in my body? My body's a temple, but then you inject fucking poison in your face.
Okay, look. Everything in moderation, Randy.
No. Oh, I guess I should drink a little bit of gasoline then, because as long as I moderate it, gasoline's going to be good for me.
He makes a good point.
Oh my gosh. Anyways,
I could do an oral health.
Okay, Steven, I have a question.
Does that mean we should also moderate and eat a little bit of our shit? Just a little, just moderate it, but just maybe once a week, eat like half of your poop that comes out that day.
Oh my gosh, Randy,
it's called
calm
the
down.
shit eating diet.
Okay, anyways,
in order to talk shit, one must become what he is. So I can't.
I've given up.
He's making a good argument here.
Does improper butt hair bleaching cause cancer? It's been linked to that, yes.
Really?
Yes.
Are you serious?
Yes.
How do you know this? When did you research this and why?
I did not
like,
do a
why
deep
did you not
dive
tell
into
me
this.
I've
Steven is
been
educated.
bleaching my asshole
book
there
smart.
for years?
It would have to do with damaging the cells over and over and over, which then you get cell damage, and that cell damage starts to multiply and then can lead to that. I had read that.
Wait,
somewhere.
bleaching your butthole or bleaching your butthole hairs?
If you're bleaching your butthole hairs, it's getting on your skin. You can't not
right, but
get it on your
I
skin.
thought people just usually bleach their butthole, not the hairs.
Yeah, usually that is
why
the
don't
way you do it. And I'm referring to bleaching the butthole, not the hairs. I'm assuming that you have to assume that it's going to do the same issue, because normally bleaching hair, they don't go, oh, it's going to be just for your butthole. This is butthole bleaching hair product. Make sure you don't have sex during the bleaching process, and it should work.
What is going on? Okay, so can
I'm so confused.
No. We're not going to be confused about this, because we're going to move on to a safer, civilized, classier topic.
Boring. A boring topic.
Yes. Let's go boring. We need to be in the boring zone.
You want me to talk about oral health by Dr. Dom?
He's a dominatrix.
No, he's a German. I can say it.
You want it to be,
yeah.
you want it to be clean, and the next thing that comes out your mouth is talking about oral. Do you realize like you're just setting us up here?
Yes, I am.
Oh no.
There's a lot of holes in these topics. That's basically what we're trying to say.
Well, this is a big hole, and that's where everything goes in. So you got to keep it healthy, because you are swallowing billions of bacteria through your big hole, which goes into the rest of your body.
Can we talk about something from this book?
Also
to
swallowing
scare the
billions
people?
of children with that hole.
You mean an outdated medical journal?
You mean before they were messing with history? Yes.
We could talk about my office mates.
No personal stuff,
It's not
Steven.
personal.
No. We're
Here
not.
comes Kat
We're
with like
not.
an STD to scare you out of having sex. This message
Well,
is
yeah,
brought to you
it
by the
is an
Caps to
STD
BB
that she
Productions.
got. She was screaming. I wasn't there. I was told. So she had burning on urination.
Oh God.
She is very young, not very, but young.
What
Burning
is young to you?
Well,
Because you're like 100.
She's 16.
Oh, that is
Okay.
young. Okay.
So she's 16. First time she had sex. Then she gets burning urination. Goes to the urgent care. They give her antibiotics. Doesn't go away. She also mentions itching and burning. Urgent care doesn't ask, is there urgency to pee? Doesn't do a physical examination.
Wait, is this the girl that Blaze fucked?
No, this is a patient.
These people could have the same things, but
Lord have mercy.
We need to get Blaze on here. That's so not fair. He
Yeah.
needs to defend his honor.
he needs to defend that drippiness.
Yeah,
Anyway,
he needs to defend his oozy peen.
but anyway, this
that
is
itches.
important that I think people should know. Like, you go and you get an antibiotic, doesn't work, goes back to the urgent care again, gives her another antibiotic. Still no physical examination. She doesn't use a mirror. Nobody looks at it. And then she goes to the OBGYN and he's like, oh, she was swollen. She was like, there was crust. It was all there. And she even had pain, like she was screaming on giving a urine sample. And he said, if she would have gotten in here earlier, she would have been finished with it very quickly.
Steven, there's a virus called Coxsackie viruses.
Yeah, Coxsackie viruses. What about them?
Coxsackie viruses?
Yes. And?
Yeah, Kat, that's the scientific term.
I had no idea. This is such a
There's all kinds of weird Latinized
Sacky?
diseases that they could have used English for, but no, we got to use Latin. It does kind of help. It does make it easier.
I thought that they're cocksucky viruses.
No, Sacky. Sack.
Well, you are supposed to drink sake, I think.
Anyway, she got herpes.
You can get listeria of the genitals.
No, you drink what's in the sake, teriyaki.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. You drink sake.
It is a moist cavity.
No, you drink what's
It's
in the
unbooking.
sack. Or the sake.
I'm sure there's a drink somewhere in some
$10
country.
sucky.
Okay,
I
I'm
love
going to
you
do a
long
whole
time.
episode just reading all the terrifying things in this book and what they cause. So it's going to be called like abstinence.
Better to be Ronery.
It's better to be Romery.
Make it a song.
Romery.
Have your thing read the whole thing in a song. It could be
It's just like to the tune of "We Didn't Start the Fire."
But that asshole did.
Oh my gosh, the fire in my crotch.
Or you could do a fire burning. Shorty's fire burning on the dance floor.
Because like I said, I don't get why this is a fascinating read for you, Kat. Like, this is kind of like you're trying to use this book as a weapon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I'm not on the streets like you boys. So this is fun for me to terrorize you.
This is an attic, not a street. How many times I got to tell you guys? Yeah, like I can jump out the window and end up on the street. You know what I'm saying? Just saying.
I do have to say, like, Teriak or Refined Randy, I assume both of you are whores to some degree. That is having sex outside of marriage.
That is false. Fake news. That is
fake news. But
or at least
we're gonna act like we didn't hear that. Do it like a full lights on visual inspection.
Wait. Your metabolism is affected by banging people. Don't bang those heavies, guys. Don't do it. It will be affected by you can get certain things, organisms.
certain
God.
things.
Well, actually, you.
I can't say these words; they're too
Do you want
complicated.
me to say them?
No, sis.
Oh, good luck with that one.
You can't even say it. So shut up. No. You can't say it. All I heard is that you can't say it, and nobody can say anything about me.
If you do a fecal transplant with someone who's overweight, you will become overweight. If you do a fecal transplant
Apparently,
with
if
someone
you,
who's thin,
oh
you'll become
my
thin.
God,
They did it with rat studies.
oh my God, you better lose 10 pounds.
What?
Because I want to bang someone buff so I become buff, right?
I'm not sure that's how it works. Just
Shh. According
sure
to
there's-
ancient
That was
literature,
okay then.
I don't
That
have
doesn't
to
really
work
make
out. I just
sense.
have to bang someone that's worked out, right?
okay, honey. I
This
decided
is
I
why
want to do a
women should
weight
not
loss
be in logical
program.
positions.
I'm gonna go out and find these buff people, and I'm just gonna bang the shit out of them.
Oh,
it's
it's not
just
as
to lose
bad as
weight,
the
honey.
other
I'm not
thing,
cheating. I'm
Sarah.
not cheating.
Baby comes out with a room like bicep curling the fucking
Yeah.
kilo weight
I
or
was
some shit like that.
watching on your channel, Terry, her there in front of the computer trying to figure it out.
This is what I'm saying. It's Cat GPT. It's like she's trying to push all this like AI on us. It's like giving us homework with AI. I'm
You didn't
on to
know
her. You know what I'm saying?
She's an AI.
She's an
We're both
undercover
AI.
agent for the FIB. I'm on to her. You know what I'm saying? She's trying to like give us all these psyops. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, yeah, just trust the AI. Bullshit. We all seen the movie. Skynet is dangerous. See? He's silenced. You know what I'm saying? That's what you got to do. You got to hit him with the truth. Hit him with the ghetto gospel, folks. You know what I mean?
The ghetto gospel. Is that what you said?
The truth on the streets. You know what I'm saying?
Truth. Nothing but the truth.
All right. Well, today
That's
has
what
been
Ask questions.
today
I call
has
my
been a,
dick the staff of truth. I hit people with that.
You see, I told you, Randy is a little whore.
when was this?
He's been hitting people with the stick of truth. He's been stabbing them with its glory.
Nice.
He's been running them through.
I'm
Oh my.
celibate.
He's been going after the
Okay,
heavies.
whoa. Don't make him too heavy, Randy. I told you what's at stake.
I don't
Stick
like
of
fat
truth.
chicks.
Well-
I only like gilfs. I like those
You
old
need
ladies.
to like chicks
know,
with
like,
like 6 packs.
preferably women that have like dentures. So they can take them out and then give me a gummy. Yeah, that's kind of my speed.
So that's going to age you because if your weight can be determined by who you bang, then obviously you can get age related problems from banging.
Your face is priceless.
Age-related problems. Like Cat's like brain is just fucking
That
broken. with
painted a
the
very
generation.
vivid picture for you, didn't it?
Yeah, like the word
Or
gummy,
cat,
I think that was
or-
the best choice of word he could have possibly used. Because it was just like no chance of launch. Just pops out the dentures, gives you a gummy. You know what I mean? As if to like, even the vocab is not even. You know what I'm saying? It's beautiful. It's poetry.
You look
It's modern day
scarred for
poetry.
life over there.
That's what a blowjob from a toothless person is called. It's called getting a gummy.
But Randy, you could catch age.
That's what it's called.
God.
Peter.
You're looking at it the wrong way. I'm not
No, we're
selfish.
looking at it
I'm
the right way.
selfless, and so no, they're using. I'm basically like the fountain of youth for them. I'm gonna make it so they'll live longer. Okay, this is community
they
service
will
and doing
live-
charity
yes.
work.
Yes, they will live longer. You will be. They
Yeah,
are the
exactly.
vampire of you.
Doing
They will
charity
suck
work.
You dry until you're a dead.
I'm
corpse.
basically a saint. I don't like
you
to
would
brag.
be a
but
saint.
yeah.
You'd take one for the team, and you'll get age.
Okay, excuse me. We have a question from the chat for Teriak. You have to choose a bigger girl, say an extra 40, or one of those buff, manly. I'm going to add that. Manly, buff chicks. I can't hear you. Wow. He's disrespecting me.
Huh?
I can't hear you. We can't
He's
hear
talking to
you.
his own stream.
Yeah, I just got a donation from Daniel. He asked, you have to choose one: a bigger girl, say an extra 40 pounds, or one of those buff chicks. Which one are you picking?
Which one did you pick?
I chose the bigger girl. You know what I'm
Huh?
saying? Because like
What?
overweight women are not seen as a negative. It's like bigger tits, bigger ass. Whereas like an
No.
overweight
No,
man,
no,
yeah,
we're
We
not
just
talking about
we
that.
just went over the consequences, right? You could have left the buff chick with a 6-pack, but no, you left with a 1-pack.
Cat, nobody gives a shit
What?
about your stupid witch doctor book. Nothing in there's true.
This is infectious diseases, old timey book from when science was real. Okay.
This is why Kat has
Make
no
it make
logic.
sense.
You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
so
She's like,
if you fuck a fat person and it makes you fat, okay, so since you're fit and they're fat, does that mean you swap places now? What is this?
No.
What's
That
the
means
one
that
movie where the
means you
mom and the
guys might
daughter,
even
the
out a little bit.
fortune cookies swap their
She'll
bodies?
lose like 10. You'll gain like 10. So it's like,
I don't think
that's
it's
why when
because of
couples
the
are together,
fucking
they
sex.
eventually weigh
Shane-
about the same.
Shane Herbert points it out in my
Yeah,
chat
I don't
perfectly.
think
Who
it's
needs a
because of the
6-pack when
sex,
you can
it's
have a
because-
keg? You know what I'm saying? Got
I mean,
that
it's
pussy on
because,
tap.
like, it's with enough time, like your lifestyles kind of mesh to where it's like the fat person will probably get slightly fitter because it's like they're going to do more physical activities that the fit person traditionally liked. But the fit person, they're going to become lazier and probably eat shittier. Some of the fat person's things are going to rub off. They're kind of going to, meet in middle ground. It's not because of the sex. It's because of a long enough time together, their lifestyles kind of merge and even each other out.
What if they were taking from a cohort of prostitutes
Oh no.
that only banged heavies, whether male or female? We don't know what was in this study. It was a study. It could be a highly flawed correlational study. We don't know that because there definitely would have to be a study involved. But Randy, I think we could do a small N of 1 study. You go find some heavies, weigh yourself first, just go at it. Multiple different ones, not in a relationship.
A study. Yes, this is for science. I'm gonna need you guys to whore.
Wait, what?
I'm gonna
Heavies
pass
only.
on that.
If you gain weight, then go to fit
Kat,
chicks
we got this
only.
No,
thing
thank
called
you.
standards.
Do ya?
Gentlemen,
I'll say this. Back in my days of degeneracy, I've fucked some fat bitches before, and I didn't get fat from them. So,
dude,
Did
and
you
if
fuck
this
Mine
is
get
true, then
skinnier
I
'cause
should
they eat
start
all the
fucking
food.
only rich women. Just don't eat their pussy, or else it might raise your cholesterol.
Okay. Can we tone the language down a little bit, guys? We're trying to have a classy stream. This is why I keep getting strikes.
Oh my god!
Look,
I have done nothing to get you a strike. I don't want to hear it.
okay, fine. You haven't, but you're getting too close. Okay.
He's edging.
I'm a good boy. You
He
shut
wants
your
to bring
damn
the
mouth,
truth.
you whore. I'm a good boy.
He's celibate and shit. He's got standards. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
He's not going to church.
Well, I
Are you
just
going
went to church today, you fuck.
Wait, church?
What kind
or
of church?
Is that like a?
Is it one of those
you know,
like
it's Saturday?
like
you
those
went-
woman
No,
run
it's
churches?
Catholic.
No.
It's a Catholic
he's
church.
Jewish now. He went to synagogue because it's
No,
Saturday,
oh my
right?
gosh. It's
Oy vey.
a Catholic church. No, we have 4:30 mass, like there's 4:30 mass on Saturdays, and then there's 7:30, 9:30, and 11:30 mass on Sundays.
That's a
Nice.
lot
Sometimes
of
go
banging.
Sunday, sometimes go Saturday. It's just about, what our schedule's like that
mass.
week, because I always go with my family. So if
Ah.
they're busy on Sunday or some shit, then we'll go on Saturday. My mom is a DJ and she works tonight, and she'll probably be gone. Like, she probably won't get home till like 1.
What?
And
That's-
so
But isn't
she
he
had-
saying
I'm just
that
explaining.
those Jewish
we went
then?
to church. We went to church today because my mom's not going to want to wake up tomorrow morning when she gets home at like 1 o'clock tonight.
with her. Okay. Is she like a Christian music DJ? What
No,
does she play?
she plays anything and everything. I mean, classic rock, rap, pop, like country. I mean, anything that the people want that hired her. Today she's doing a wedding.
Oh, okay. I was about to say weddings because that makes more sense.
Yeah,
Not at like
yeah,
a
she does a
club.
lot of weddings. Oh, she's worked plenty of clubs before, but she doesn't really do clubs anymore at this point. Just as she's gotten older, it's like she's kind of went away from that. Mostly does like house parties, like graduation parties or company parties, weddings, shit like that.
All right. Well, I'm tired. So if anyone wants like to do like a normal topic, I'm open for the next 9 minutes.
Like, I think hearing Randy's story out as was it voluntary celibate, a VSEL?
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? I think this
Yeah.
perspective is important to teach our audiences. But I still don't understand how like becoming like in celibate or whatever the fuck it's called, how that outweighs the degens. You know what I'm saying? If these degens are having kids, we're fucked, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, in your case, you're not fucked because you're celibate.
Wait.
So you're saying you're saying I shouldn't be celibate, or
Yeah, I'm basically kind of saying is like, do you not think that it's like you should be like, if you are like if they're called degens, then you're a gen, then like should your gen seed not outweigh the degen seed? Do you know what I mean? So it's like you basically want to have kids. Like, how can you have kids if you're going to be
I want
celibate?
to have.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I want to have kids. That doesn't
Get
mean
married.
I'm gonna just be fucking random bitches from Tinder.
Yeah, but if all these bitches are degen, you know what I'm saying? I'm basically trying to paint the picture here. You know what I'm saying? Like Leonardo da Vinci or
No.
DiCaprio, whatever the fuck.
Leonardo DiCaprio painting? Does he have
Well,
time?
Did he
Banging all
not
those
paint that bitch like one of his
25-year-olds?
French bitches?
Oh,
That was
no.
fake. What?
No, Leo's trying to stay young, and it kind of fits. He does look pretty young for his age because he's banging chicks under the age of
The
25.
book never lies.
Yes, right there. And a
That's why he
blonde,
bones
but
young
still.
chicks. Forever young.
Trying
We're
to
edging
steer this
onto
into
a
some sort
very
of like
dangerous
logic thing.
territory that we should definitely
Yeah.
change the subject.
That's what I'm saying. I want to give these people truth. You know what I'm saying? Wisdom, knowledge.
That's why I
Not
only
this,
fuck
like-
women in nursing homes and hospice setters.
Actually, that is the
They
worst
don't
idea.
count,
That most STDs, by the way.
Yeah, old people are hoes.
There's more AIDS in these places. than-
Retirement centers are like a big.
So Randy,
Yeah,
that's a perfect topic. So how many gummies have you got in your life?
Yes.
Yeah, no, I'm asking how many. Like,
How many?
Let's talk
Give us a
about.
number.
Let's talk
I'm
about
saying yes. All of them. Lots. Too many to count. No, I'm
gummy
kidding.
counts. No,
No, I've never been with a gilf. It's a troll, you fucks.
I'm just saying. Like, I just wanted a gummy count for the audience. You know what I'm saying? They're asking a couple of questions on my end. You know what I mean? It just brings on a different meaning to gummy bears. You know what I mean? Well, why would the woman pick the bear then? Do you know what I'm saying? I think it's all related.
Gummies for the bear. Yeah, okay, that's interesting. Gummy bear. That
Wait,
now
whoa,
I
whoa,
can't
whoa,
think of
wait.
gummy bears
No,
the same
I'm not a
way.
bear. Let's get that straight.
You're not a big, furry, husky, masculine man.
That's not what a bear is. Well, kind of.
Yeah, and they're usually a little bit heavy, I think, right? And
Yeah,
they're
and they're
big.
also gay.
Okay, can we talk
Yeah.
about? Okay,
I know.
how did this get to an inappropriate area?
Hence why,
again?
yeah, no,
Almost
I'm not
gotcha.
a bear.
So, Kat, why are you gay? That's the question we want to ask. You know what I mean?
Nobody
We need
knows.
to get to the
I
truth.
just try to be.
Why are you gay?
That's the question. Like, what is love? Maybe don't hurt me.
Don't hurt me.
I will eat your ass.
Was that Pornhub? What was that?
Steven was just taking a break. What?
Something
I
about
prefer
eating ass,
men.
I think maybe it's like something got to do with Uranus. Let's talk cosmology, folks. Let's bring it like full circle. You know what I'm saying? Do space aliens exist?
I'll eat your ass.
I will. I will eat your ass. I will eat your ass
We're
first.
at that segment, folks.
All right, so it's been fun. I'm tired, and I want to, play The Sims a little bit.
At least you're
Like I
honest.
said, impeccable professionalism.
I'm tired. I want to play video
as
games.
always.
See you guys. There's people that actually play while they talk. It's called
Multitasking?
No, the blue-haired guy does it all the time. It's
Who's
on
blue?
Twitch.
Destiny.
Destiny. Oh my god, hold on.
Pretty sure that's a girl's
Oh no, are you talking about Ninja? You're probably talking about Ninja.
So yeah, Let's Me does that, but I don't know how to set it up so I can play Sims and pretend to do a podcast with you guys at the same time.
Pretend to do it.
That's a lot of multitasking. But they would have to
Pat,
see your
you're
screen.
saying the stuff that you're meant to keep quiet out loud.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
Hate when that happens.
It's
This is why we can't have nice things.
Okay, so in The Sims, I'm gonna make all of you guys and make like little funny storylines of you guys like being whores or something and post it in the Discord server. So if anyone is interested in seeing hilarious stuff,
We need to see the full body picture because otherwise she's gonna Randy will have big tits and an ass unless we see, that.
That's fine. I have
Your
big
picture right
tits and
there
big
looks
ass
like you're
and a small
Oh my
penis.
God. Nice.
And
Yeah, just give my guy a micro peen, and that'll be pretty accurate. So
she can actually put that. Can you?
Booty
No.
tweezers. You know what I'm saying?
Need a
It's actually
special
these
mod
instruments.
for that.
You have a mod for the
Yeah. It's not a mod skin. The skins have anatomical parts.
So what are you gonna do with Damon?
We don't know. I'm gonna make him a black guy because I don't feel like he's white. In my
Whoa,
mind,
whoa, that's so
Okay,
weird.
then.
like in
That's
my
what I
mind,
just thought. That's very
what is
weird.
it? Just because his
sound-
name is Damon?
no, his energy is like a big black man, right? Doesn't he seem like
I don't know.
a big guy?
No.
He doesn't
Everybody's
sound.
You're out here. You're worried about strikes, and you're out here assuming races like or ethnicities.
Yeah.
You're gonna
Well,
get
the
yourself
first
a
time I heard
What are
him,
you doing?
This is part of a whole kind of victim card kind of shit. She pushes the line and then she's like, you know what I'm saying? It's gotta be
And she
careful,
moves
Kat.
it.
You know what I'm saying?
well, women don't take accountability. So what do you expect?
You know what I'm saying? It's just like constant tropes. How is a woman supposed to rise up, Kat, when you're supposed to be, like bringing them down? You know what I'm saying?
I'm supposed to be bringing them down.
You gotta yah the sisterhood. You know what I'm saying? No? Okay. Anyway, Randy, you were saying about your celibate
Yaya?
life.
Isn't that cocaine? What about my celibate
Hey,
life?
it could be. It could be.
You got 1
You know what I'm
minute.
saying? The conundrum, the
Yeah.
question that I asked, man, how are we supposed to like outproduce these degens if good people are going to be celibate? You know what I mean?
He's trying to tell you. you
Well,
gotta
I'm
have 8
celibate
kids.
while
I'm
I'm,
trying to progress the
single. I'm not saying I'm going to be
conversations, but-
celibate. I'm not saying I'm going to be celibate for the rest of my life.
Okay, so how are you looking or just not? You're going to church. I would
Define
assume.
looking.
Are
Yeah,
you?
I'm going to
if
church.
You're aware of the people around you that you're trying to maybe want
Yes,
to date.
I am aware of people around me. I'm not a woman or a retarded male. I keep my head
you're
on a
not-
swivel at all times.
You're not dating.
Well, it's like, do you not do that shit even like anywhere you're at, like a restaurant, a concert, like look around of like, kind of scope it out of, if something pops off right now, if someone starts shooting and they're over there in that corner of the room, this is what I'm going to have to do. Oh, if they're in this corner of the room or come in that door, then this is what I'm going to have to do instead, like.
No, what I'm talking about is
Yeah, obviously I'm looking around.
if you interact with someone and you're aware that they're
It's not a
interacting with
fucking
you,
meet and
and
greet.
you ask like, "Hey, you want to go have some coffee? I'll split the bill."
Yeah, while the priest is reading the hymn, I just like,
you
everyone's
should.
seated listening to the hymn, and I just walk across the church to this cute
Yeah.
girl I see. Hey, I know that you're kind of listening right now, but you want to get coffee after this?
They'll see you as
Right.
having huge balls.
That's
Okay,
appropriate.
look. That's in.
You do it on the way out. You're like, I don't know how your church works. And
My head is hurting, so I have to go.
We're not
and
some fake woke church that has everyone clapping and dancing and hooping and hollering and shit like that. Like, it's a pretty orthodox traditional church.
Okay, anyways, Teriak's already ignored us. He's moved on with his
What?
life.
What? I mean, I'm just saying, like, it's a question that needs to be answered. But like I said, it's kind of like multitude of things that needs answering at this stage. But like that's what I'm saying. Like when you look at the Bhagavad Gita, right? Like in Hindu culture, it's like
The what? Bhavada?
Bhagavad Gita. That was actually originally playing. Do you remember the Eyes Wide Shut like orgy scene? That was the song that was playing.
What's the
So
song?
it was like Bhagavad Gita.
Isn't that an Indian book?
My little Habibi, I told you the name 3 times now. Please.
Aren't you?
Type
You're
into
talking
Google.
about the fucking no. What's the Indian sex book? That's something different, Kat.
That's a Karma Sutra, Randy, and it's not just about
Yeah.
sex. That is one chapter in the whole book, and that's all people talk about because everybody's gross.
You could read the Kama Sutra.
God damn,
Read the
degens.
parts that are not about degen stuff, because the whole book is supposed to be about how to like have a marriage and stuff like that.
You're
and,
the
like-
one that brought up isn't that the sex book or some shit like
I
that?
didn't
or the
say that,
book or-
Randy. You can roll it back. Nobody said that.
I don't care that much.
Okay. Teriak said something about like an orgy scene. I didn't say anything about
Bhagavad
that.
Gita. Living la vida loca. You know what I'm saying? It's basically like a song that goes like all like
That's what it made me think of. It made
it just talks about like everyone's gonna become DJ and all that kind of shit, and then everyone's gonna get like very, very traditional again, and then it's like Circle of Life or some shit like that. A song.
Nice.
Pretty much.
Nice. All right. Well, I need to go to bed.
Okay, outro.
It's 4 a.m. over here. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry, it's
like,
not late enough.
all right.
Just saying.
So before we close up and wrap up, everybody make sure to go sub to my OnlyFans, onlyfans.com/redvelvet. I appreciate it.
Amazing.
You'll enjoy seeing my micro peen there.
Oh God. Okay.
And those pegging videos are sight unseen. I mean, you can't unsee them.
Okay.
It's oof.
Well, anyways,
right, you
it's
know.
been fun, everyone hanging out. I know we did not get anything done today, but that's not the point. Next time we will have
Never is.
songs and maybe some topics that I can go over. We want to do something on like is being
Oh
a
my
girl's
God,
girl
there's
real
actually-
or fake? What? Randy, you don't even know.
Songs and shit.
Look,
That's
you
gay
didn't
as
see my
AIDS.
song. You didn't see my song.
Do you want to play the song again?
Should I play it
I'd
again?
rather not, honestly.
No,
Oh, no,
Randy.
No,
You
I
should-
think
you
it'd be
should
better
see-
if I didn't.
No, well, it would also tell you what you're getting into.
Yeah, because you have to make a song if you want to come on next time.
She's finding it because she's so prepared.
No, we already played it.
Yeah, I know. I'm just
The
I'm
whole
just-
you're
I'm-
unprepared
I'm
joke
just
doesn't
resting.
land.
Yeah, we can't hear it.
I didn't play it.
Okay.
I'm trying-
Because I
Wait,
just like
you
you're bouncing the head. I thought you were like,
Oh my
Can
God,
I
you
listen to it?
sound
Okay.
crazy. Your sound is crazy.
You're
You
crackling.
sound like a robot.
Yeah, he sounds like a robot.
The AI is starting to break.
All right, this is how we're going to go out, guys. We're going to go out with the music video, and thank everybody for watching. Thank you, and apologies
This is
that
not good for foot fetishes. You're gonna attract the wrong people with this, Cat.
I mean, it could be well, who knows? Look, all peoples matter or something, right?
All fetishes matter.
Yeah.
We walk upon the prints of your search results by morning the truth will be gone. Follow us into the unknown. You won't be the same after what you'll be shown. Put on your red shoes. You won't find this on the news. It's all run by the whether you know whose aliens are really demons. There's not just one legion. Just use your own discernment. We won't be getting beyond the firmament. Who runs our world? Let's pull back the curtains. Is it the Illuminati or bloodlines of the Anunnaki? Follow us into the unknown. You won't be the same after what you'll be shown. Put on your red shoes. You won't find this on the news. That's just there to make you confused. Resist the slave mind. We're running out of time. Open up your eyes. Time to stop being blind. Let's look behind the lies. Put on your red shoes. There's too much to lose. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Our bloodlines are on the line. Have you no spine? Put on your red shoes. We're not selling our souls to these assholes. The carbon they want to reduce is you and everyone you love. Stop acting like you have no clue. Pretending won't save you. Put on your red shoes. Let's put an end to this ruse. We're not selling our souls to these assholes. To these assholes. The carbon they want to reduce is you and everyone you love. Stop acting like you have no clue. Pretending won't save you. Put on your red shoes. Let's put an end to this ruse. We're not selling our souls to these assholes.